but I don't see any. I think we're live, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure. I don't see any. Oh, yeah, we're live. So, yeah, I know there's a thing down there that shows me how many kilobits or something. It's not there, so I didn't know what was going on. Kim's in there getting ready. So, yeah, it's Buff Del Campo and almost Kim. So, good evening. Who's here right at 8? Buddy Carfano, Kevin Smith, Braden, Mexican Spec, JB. See, JB, I've got one of your pictures up here already. And Faith. Faith, I got your pictures downloaded, but I haven't got them up there yet. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to everybody. That's a good thing. I never know what to say right at the beginning, and then Kim always does that. And she told me she's still doing something. She's yelling from the back room. I'm almost ready. D-Man is here. D-Man. And Crashes Roadrunner Garage. Lester Lasabre. And Faith. Let's see what else. Yeah, Faith. I got a whole bunch of your pictures. You sent me 16 pictures right like an hour ago. And I've already got them downloaded. I'll be showing some of them. Oil Dom Audit, how you doing? Said you caught the live. Yeah, you're right at the beginning. We're 1 minute into it. Kim's not here yet, but she's in there. She's in there, and she's yelling at me. I'll be there. so I'm guessing she'll be here. So anyway, 1968 or whatever else pictures you want to send is fine. Yeah, let's see. God, I already got a warning. Already got a warning. There's commercials coming up. I'm gonna skip the first round.
Got started.
I know. I'm not gonna let them have commercials right at the beginning.
I look like a horrible swamp witch.
A swamp witch. You know.
Damn it!
I've never seen a swamp witch before.
Well, now you have.
So Hippie Long says he's gonna. Earlier, Hippie Long came in earlier and said he's working tonight. He's busy.
He's gonna be back around 9.
Okay.
There he is. He's here.
Yeah. He just popped in. That's why I saw it come in. I remembered that. He says I'm doing Peso Pluma. Peso Pluma.
I don't know what that means.
That's a group. That's a group, I think.
Gets 4 points because I was late. Sorry for being late, everybody, but it's only 2 minutes after. We're going to get started. I'm Kim of Kim Fixes Things. You can't find my channel because I don't make no content anymore. I'm too busy in the winter. No, I don't really know why I don't make any content on my channel, mostly because this channel is monetized, so we kind of push out content here first, and there ain't nothing left over, so that's the way it be. I am studio engineer and co-host. I am here, as you know, with Buff Del Campo, the namesake of this channel. We're live from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Mexican Spec says for 68, he'd take a Chrysler 300 convertible. Man, you know what? My favorite Chrysler, I put it on the thumbnail tonight. The 67 through 69 Barracuda, I think, is about the best body style they ever did. There's some other good ones, too, but that's my favorite one.
Thank you, Braden. He likes my shirt. It's very blue.
And Kevin says you're looking there good there, Kimmy.
Thank you, Kevin. Mexican Spec says I should do shorts, but my legs will get cold. I did get him to record a couple shorts for the next couple days. We didn't even do shorts for a month. We were so...
Oh, it's just too cold to go up there.
Winter depression set in, and it spiraled. We do the spiraling. On Facebook, at the end of, October, I always get the remember, and there's like a spiral staircase, and I'm like, oh no, it's almost spiral season. And we did okay, but when it got really, really cold, the spiral just... But we are back. We really are back. Like, we were out in the shop, 2 nights, and I was out there an extra night. I was out there 3 nights this week. or
JB
in the
says,
past week.
JB says, your videos is how I discovered y'all, Kim. Randomly showed up in my suggestions, and the rest is history. Well, that's pretty cool.
That's
So you
awesome.
found this channel because of her.
Because of me? Oh. Well, I need to probably make some stuff on my channel, but I just we've been so focused, so hyper fixationally focused on the Del Campomino project. And it's such a big project for the two of us that if we don't stay focused, it's never going to get done. He's talking about taking it to No Name National. So I'm like, will we even be done by then? And money and our personal energy and creativity are the major obstacles, you know, like it needs tires and it needs I don't know. We don't need so many expensive parts right now, do we? Do we need a lot of expensive parts for the Del
We
Campomino?
could always use expensive parts.
No, but I mean, we're not crying for much. It does drive. But then we have to take part of the front end apart and repair it again.
The biggest thing I see is a set of tires. Yeah. OBS Shipyard says you'll be at No Name Nationals. We will be. We have cars that will make it. So
we'll be taking at least one car. But I can't promise we're taking the Del Campomino. I would like to. It seems like we have so much time. But, you know, as summer comes in, then we have to get back to, you know, weekly yard maintenance, or else the grass will grow up around us. And then I have other projects that they if I just let them sit, they will rot into the ground. So there's all kinds of things to do. New fun adventures to explore. I'm not going to just...
Yeah, it's going by so fast. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with it. Well,
I'm sorry you're not feeling what...
It's already gone.
Well, tonight, Faith, I know I saw you in Dougster's chat last night talking about your blood pressure being off the scale again. Take it easy, dear. We're glad you're here.
And I see Dr. Art popped in.
Dr. Art,
hello,
welcome.
Children and pets.
Dr. Art, also a Monday night streamer. If you have not seen anything from Dr. Art lately, you better make sure that you're still subscribed, because I know he had some problems with his channel a while back. So Dr. Art has been working on his El Camino project, working on a 305 to get going so he can enjoy his project.
I need to talk for a second.
Go ahead.
Mexican Spec, can you put up a link to Dr. Art's channel? Okay, go on.
Oh,
Kim.
Yeah. Thanks for being here for a moment, Dr. Art. We appreciate you. Dr. Art talks about stuff with computerized engines.
Yeah, I don't know, we do both, but we really concentrate on the carbureted kind of stuff.
Well, he does both, but he knows how to do it.
But he also does a lot of stuff with the...
like reprogramming?
Reprogramming computers and stuff. He's good at it, you know, so, that's kind of interesting. And Braden had something here that has long since scrolled by, but I know the question, so I'm going to get to it. Patrick's here. And then JB says last night. What, Dr. Art was on last night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Monday, of course. Okay, hey, Mexican Spec, put it up. Dr. Art's channel. If you were subbed, or never subbed, and you're not sure if you still are, go in there and check and make sure you are.
Braden wants to know who identifies as a furry. If you identify as a Furby...
Furby?
Say Furby. Oh gosh. Furry, say so in the chat right now. So Braden can, do you identify as a furry, Braden? Or are you just asking?
Mexican Spec says no, Dr. Art was on tonight.
Tonight?
Really? What, does he precede us? So what,
No.
he and
Kiwi's on
Kiwi on at the same time? Or is Kiwi on tonight? Normally, a lot of these people are hanging out in Kiwi's channel for the first hour.
We try to watch Kiwi while we're getting ready, but I did not bring it up. I was obviously not ready enough ahead of time.
Dougster identifies as a 671 Supercharger.
Nice. How you're fast then. Wait, a Supercharger? That's like a blower, so you make a lot of wind.
That's a big roots type blower. D-Man says I identify as a 472 Cadillac engine. That would be fun. 472 or a 500 Cadillac like in a Nova or a Gen 1 Camaro. Just a big old torquey engine. Yeah.
A Plymouth Fury. I don't think that's the same thing as a furry. Patrick identifies as a broken, poor old man, but young at heart. Stay young at heart. Why did I let Braden take this down a path?
Just ignore Braden on that comment, and everybody can read it, but we're not going to take it away. We're just not going to read it. Because we're not going to try to go down that path.
Yeah, Braden's now making it into something political.
Oh.
Leave it, Braden. All right.
So, okay, Braden, that's enough of the politics.
Yeah, you're done, Braden. You'll get a timeout.
You'll get a timeout.
All right.
One more political statement, and you'll get a timeout.
It's not political so much. It's kind of just rude.
It is.
Anyways.
So, anyway, Braden asked
Belong prefers trimmies. That's
Braden asked a question.
Their preference.
Braden asked a question earlier. He needs a truck. I think he gave the price range as $7,000 to $8,000. That's good in his area. Man, you get any vehicle in that price range. You're shooting in the dark, man. You might get something that
truck
that quits tomorrow. Well, what year truck is that going to be? $7,000 to $8,000. It's what, going to be a 10-year-old truck?
10 to 12, yeah.
Yeah, 10 to 12-year-old truck. So
unless it has like a lot of miles or some kind of collision
and
damage.
Then he's up there in the world of rust.
I don't know how to help anybody who's.
So you're gonna.
I don't want to be responsible. Cars are so.
So you've got to be really careful. You get on. Right now, the place probably look is Marketplace, but man, you might. Maybe the thing to do is to look for something further away, like what we did, and go get it. Now, I'm not sure you'll be able to do that, but.
Mexican Spec says the plan now is for Braden to visit us and find one here. And he hopes we are on board.
The thing is that even if it's not rusty, that age range and that price range, man, you're shooting in the dark, man. You could get something that's really good. Now look, my car, we paid $5,000 for that. And we went all the way to Texas to get it. And we did that because it's a rust-free car. And
it only needed a year worth of rehabilitation to be a ready daily driver.
There was a whole bunch of little stuff. One thing that seemed like it was like, okay, it's going to take a few hours was the exhaust leak at the exhaust manifold. So Kim decided to pull the exhaust manifold off. Well,
it ended up a whole top-end teardown.
What was it? 6 or 7 of those studs broke off. Right flush with the head.
Yeah, but your car's very old.
So wait a minute. So, yeah, but...
A 12-year-old car wouldn't be so difficult to service.
But it's rust. Yeah. So, but my point is, there's something there that looked like, it's not a big deal. And it turned out to be a big deal. We ended up having to pull the head off so we could get the right angle to drill every one of those out. And if you don't have experience drilling out studs, which I do and Kim does...
You had to buy a new head.
I got 50 years experience on that stuff, and it was still a hard job. So if you're going to do that the first time, you could ruin the head. And then it gets even worse. Or take it to a machine shop and spend a bunch of money getting those studs drilled out of there. Or it could be something with a V8, and you got 2 heads off the thing. And that's just one, like an example of something that can go awry. Same thing with it, let's say a heater core. Man, that can, and we had the same thing happen there. The guy didn't tell me about the heater core. We got there to pick it up, and he goes, oh, look, there's a new heater core in the trunk. And he puts his finger out, he goes, here, the job's almost done for you. And I'm thinking, man, the easy part of the job is ordering the heater core. The hard part of the job is pulling the whole dash apart, And unless you've done that before, you're going to struggle with it. And it's going to be a big, long job, or you're going to have to pay somebody to do it. And that's not cheap. So my point is, the cars that are that age, even when they look really good, could have a few things that are expensive.
You're going to live and learn. but get as much help as you can.
And then
Find
there's,
somebody who knows what they're doing and get them to look it over.
I don't think Mexican Spec has anything in that price range, especially not a truck. But he may. I don't know.
But you ought to be able to find a really good vehicle in that price range.
So Mexican Spec says, our shop here had no problem putting the heater. Of course not. You paid them for it at whatever rate they wanted. And it's an 8.3 hour job. And typically what happens in shops, I know, I had a shop. And I had people come in and work. And I know what they do. When they get done, there's a handful of hardware they got left over. Because there's some of the stuff's hard to put in. So they go, the hell with it. And so you got a heater in there. And it's like, you don't know. The customer never knows that. They're not going to get up in there in the mirror and inspect or pull it part way apart. So, they leave stuff off. And then you got rattles afterwards and things. We didn't do that. So, if you heater core, you're going to pay a shop in the U.S. You're going to pay big bucks for that. Mexican Spec says 8.3 hours. They did it much faster now. How many people were working on it? And I don't know. Maybe they've done so many of them, they're good at it. But the book time is 8.3 hours. And that's what they're going to charge.
Senior and Sons is giving us a warning about weather heading from Texas to Illinois. Tornadoes break out heading east along a line, deadly tornadoes. So if you are in that line, just check your back. Make sure you're not going to get hit by something unexpectedly. Make sure you are aware that there is danger potentially on the horizon. Guys, I'm sorry that we're missing a lot of chats.
Chat's going fast. I'm
Good
looking
stuff. Oh, you guys.
You're
allowed to repeat yourself. Please just don't spam the chat. Dizzy's talking about going to get his Fury. And there's a YouTube video about it, that Mexican Spec. Thank you for putting up that link. There was a heater core, Jungle Book. The oil pump. Is a 413 having an internal oil pump, or is that outside? Either way, great to hear that Dougster's making progress.
Same as a 383. So I don't know what it is.
I'm
not sure I've ever been into a big block Chrysler.
I have not.
Been into small blocks.
JB says he's supposed to get the south edge of those storms. We probably will too. I don't know.
Looks like it's all north of us.
North of us, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I just looked at the map.
Throw up a different picture. Just move it one increment one forward.
Says Michigan had a tornado. Kind of unusual. I don't think so. I was in Ohio, right in the edge of Michigan, and this is the first place I ever experienced tornadoes.
Steve Edwards says
green
Steve eggs Edwards and spam. Dawn says
green eggs and spam.
I don't know the question, but yes. That's a very positive attitude. Is yes.
So this picture behind me is one that JB sent in. And Kim likes these ones he sends in, which are usually from dealerships, and they're always new cars. I
like that
on
those cars. Those cars on the bottom side, the big 4-doors, they look old even when they were brand new.
They look old when they're brand new.
For some reason.
68 was such a good year. That's when I had my paper out, and I was 13 when the 68 cars came out. Down there riding my bicycle around. The Chevy dealer was on my paper out. The Chrysler dealer was right across the street on the edge of my route. Datsun dealer back then instead of Nissan. AMC dealer, they were all right there. And I was in the showrooms every day looking at the cars and the smell of the new cars and the looks of them. I remember these things really well. Man. Kevin says, I had a tornado and I lived in Toledo, Palm Sunday, 1980.
Senior and Son says the big block variants. But the oil pump's outside the motor. It's on the front, up by the timing cover. That makes sense.
It's one of okay.
Whoo! Look at that wild outfit that lady's wearing next to the GTO.
Jeez.
It's
standing on the hood of that new Pontiac. Some kind of Pontiac showing.
Are we done?
Oh, here's another one, Kim. More Pontiacs. 1968? Are those 68s or those 69s?
How big those cars are. They packed them on that trailer.
How would you like to be driving down driving down the
Lord.
road knowing that thing's up above you. Of course, now if they're delivering Teslas, there's what 6,000 or 7,000 pound car up above you.
That's 24,000 pounds if it's one,
Man,
plus the truck.
there you go. See, now I remember the 60 in 60. It was late in '67. One of these trucks came in the back of the Chevy dealer.
Yeah.
And I came back there, and they had these big, like, stretchy things with cloth, like a big, stretchy, looked like a shower cap kind of thing. And it was over the back end and the front end of the Chevys. And so you couldn't see what they looked like. So they pulled in, and the salesman's going, we got to look at it, we got to look at it. They're kind of arguing, and while they're arguing, they pull these things off. And it was like a week before they were supposed to show, and I was standing there looking at them. I remember seeing that rear end with those big round taillights and how cool I thought it was. That I got to see it ahead of time.
Mexican Spec says in 68 those are average size cars.
They were.
No! Well, I guess a Dart or a Barracuda was considered a small car.
A Dart was a compact. It was a small car.
That's wild. They just put trunks out the wazoo out the back of them.
Dizzy says the Fury has a tow hitch, going to pull the Vagrant with it. Do you have a trailer? I didn't know you had a trailer. That'd be good.
I'm sure he'll be able to get a trailer.
Oh, this got small.
Frisco! Look at the Corvettes.
Oh, there's another thing, 68.
On the train.
The Corvettes. I thought that was so cool. And there was a guy that was a route manager, young kid, really. He was like probably 18 or 19 years old. He showed up
I'll be right back.
He showed up with a brand new Corvette right behind the newspaper office. And he just picked it up and he turned it off and it wouldn't turn off. Messed with the key, wouldn't turn off. So he drove back to the dealer to get him and make it so it would turn off. Kim, have you seen a new Honda Civic? It's enormous. Yeah, they're getting bigger. Everything's getting bigger. Even the Asians know.
It has to be. In order to be safe next to a 6,000-pound Tesla, it's got to be a little bigger.
Well, and all the trucks that are on the road. Yeah, but the Asian car companies know that American like these giant vehicles, and I don't know. Just the way it is. Here's another one. Big Chryslers. I never understood those big Chrysler two-doors. Now I kind of like them, but, I mean, that was an enormous car. Big, comfortable up front, but very small back seat area. And a trunk big enough to... Yeah, that's one that you say, like a 6 or 7 or 8 dead body trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the size of that thing. And it's really a four-passenger car. I think they sold it as a 5-passenger car, 2 bucket seats, and they said you could get 3 people across the back.
It's not even a 4-door.
No, but
That's flippin' huge.
Look at the one that's up on that, the light-colored one that's up on that round thing, one of the hidden headlights and stuff. Man, that's a nice-looking car. But, I'd love to have that today. Back then, I don't know.
You know what, though? It'd be very heavy. Sluggish. 184 inches full length. Very long car. Yeah, and then the wheelbase is probably really... they stick the wheels way out in the front and way out in the back now, not like they used to. Like, these wheels are 3 feet in from the back bumper now.
What I remember, an average size car back then was about 17 feet. Oh, look what Mexican Spec just wrote. 68 Impala was 17.7 feet. Yep. So I used to figure that a car was about 17 feet or a little bit bigger. And, yeah. And they're working that way again.
Dizzy says these cars are from 1970. Somebody sent us an erroneous photograph.
Yeah, that they don't have that little round.
Well, it was a very futuristic auto show.
What is this? This has got Valiant, something like one of ours. I'm going to zoom in.
Kevin says the Buick 225 was 255 inches. Well, that's a lot bigger than a Honda Civic then.
Yeah, we're headed that direction again. Yeah, these aren't 68
Just
either,
a new Honda Civic. Wow.
442.
Why is she driving that car with no body on?
Well, it has a front end. I had
Is that a manual transmission?
I had a teacher in 1968. He was my Spanish teacher, and Mr. Arona, and he Bought a bright yellow 68 442. Had it out in the parking lot. I thought that was such a cool car. Mexican Speckle like this one. Is that a 68 or 69? What is that? It's got a big nose on it. Could, yeah, it could be a 68.
Kevin's correcting himself. It was 225 inches, not 255
Oh,
inches.
look who we have here.
There's Faith with her kitty.
We have a cat and her pet Faith. Cats see cats. Cats think you're the pet.
Yep. And is it not true?
Is that Faith?
We've seen this picture before.
Oh, well, she sent it again.
Thank you, Faith.
She sent a bunch of pictures.
Have you looked through these pictures?
Quickly, I looked at the thumbnails. I have not looked at them in full size. Why?
I just want to make sure that you
know
that
I
you're
didn't.
about to flip up.
Yeah, let me look to see, because Faith's never sent us anything terrible. Braden has. So I gotta look to see what's here. I don't see anything that looks bad. Yeah, Braden sent us a really bad picture one time. And I didn't show it. So Braden, please don't do that again. I have to audit the pictures that come from Braden.
Braden got calmed down. JFK died in 1963, so a 68 would not have been the right hearse.
Yeah, that was a Pontiac, wasn't it? It was like a 61 or 2 Pontiac that they used. Yeah, he died in November 22nd, 1963. It's a day I'll never forget.
Braden is apologizing. He says he would never do anything like that ever again.
Well, thank you. But I'm still going to look at your pictures before I show them.
You're on the naughty list for a little while.
There you go. Cat's like, what are you doing?
That cat knows what it's thinking.
Why do you always hold that phone up in front of my face?
And Mexican Spec says that he had a 1967 Pontiac high-top ambulance, and he's very familiar with them.
And here we have chickens.
Are those ducks or chickens?
They don't look like ducks to me. Look like chickens. I didn't know she had chickens. Okay, I got to start downloading pictures, Kim. You're going to have to. Braden wants to know if there's still Pontiacs and all. You know what they'd look like? Sporty looking Chevrolets. It's kind of what they were. Okay, I'm going to do the...
JB said that he had a 1969 Superior Bonneville combination hearse ambulance with a factory 390 428. Nice.
Oh.
Be a cool car. Oh, look at that.
That is
It's a Falcon Ute.
XT, does it say? It says...
Man, that sail panel looks
looks like that Chrysler, doesn't it?
Oh, man, it does. A lot.
But
we made good progress on the car. We didn't put that video out yet. They don't know.
Yeah, we did a lot last night.
Yeah.
Kim was working on one thing.
It doesn't look like a lot, but it felt like a lot.
I was working on something else. Well, when you want to shut down before I want to shut down, I know you've been doing a lot. What is this?
Is this a 68 Ford?
That is a 68, but it's Australian.
Yeah.
If
you hadn't caught wind that tonight's topic is just the year 1968, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And you could send us a link to your channel or something that you've done recently,
or whatever.
Yeah, or your cat or your shop or something that is relevant to you. We always want to see personable things. But in lieu of that, if you don't have anything like that you want to share this week, send us your favorite car or your most hated car or truck or automotive adjacent news article or photograph from 1968. And you can send it to buffdelcampo@gmail.com and we'll get it live. And we'll probably look at it. I don't know. What's the list like tonight? How
Got
deep?
quite a few. We got a lot of stuff. You got to read the Dougster. You know, he's giving Braden a warning there.
Uh-oh, he got a warning. Braden is being sentenced to 50 lashings with cooked spaghetti noodle. Oh, al dente. If there is another infraction, we will make it 100 lashings with a cooked lasagna noodle.
That's a
Listen,
big wide one.
Dougster, I don't know if you can threaten violence, even as a moderator. We've got to be careful. Okay.
Okay, and then Slimo, I saw you had an email here. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I will. And 67's okay. And this is a Toyota. I think they called it a 2000 GT. This was a really cool sports car, but they didn't make many of them, and it's one of those cult cars that I don't know. They cost a fortune now.
I can hear it going.
It had like an inline six when all Toyotas are little tiny 4-cylinder, little kind of junky cars, and they came out with this, and it's
Yeah,
like,
that's sporty.
oh God, what is that? That's a Toyota. I remember that.
Toyota. Slimo sent us a picture of a 67
I read
Ute,
that.
but that's okay. That's
Okay.
close enough. I mean,
That's what I said whenever.
It's yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay, and then I told him I saw it sitting here, but I haven't gotten to it yet. And there is my favorite year El Camino. Well, one of my favorites. They're all pretty good. The reason I like this one the best is it had a 1-year dashboard. It had 2 big square instruments like this with a clock or a tack or something in the middle, which is small. But after this, they went to a different panel. It wasn't as good, in my opinion. I really like the 68. Well, the 67 or 68 and 69 El Caminos, basically the same thing, except for the grill and maybe that was it. Maybe some trim. But the dash was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong after this.
I swear I put this contact lens in maybe inside out.
Oh, you gotta go fix your contact.
If I don't, I'm gonna be doing this all night.
Okay, well go take care of it.
I was in a hurry and I think I botched it. You guys don't
put
be
your
easy on
in contact lens in
contact.
upside down like this. Isn't that curvature backwards? Oh man, I never had contacts. I've had contact lenses in my eyes because I got hit when I was a kid. A kid punched me in the face really hard. I had a detached retina, so the doctor would put this big old nasty gooey contact lens in there so he could look around inside my eye. That was not fun. I never wanted contacts after that. Don't be wasting food on Braden. Okay. JB, I got it from the 4th or 5th owner. They were gone by the time I bought it. Dougster says that GT2000 are $1 million at least today, and they're rare as hen's teeth. Yeah. You know, Jay Leno went to Japan and drove one there that was like they only made 1 or 2 that were convertibles. and he drove one. Slimo should have had that El Camino in Australia. The El Camino is a nice car. I had a 72 for a while. Actually, it belonged to a friend of mine. He crashed it. He hit a deer like at 100 miles an hour or something. Really messed the front end up. But I put a front clip on it and drove it for a while. I sold it, and then we split the profit on the thing. So that was a fun job. Nice car. The 72 was okay.
Go figure. When it's right side out, it's less uncomfortable. It's crazy.
You had it in like this?
No, yeah, like they're
curved, and you had it curved the wrong direction?
Yeah.
It's like having your windshield curved out like this.
Yeah. Not quite. But like
man.
it's, molded in a shape, and I had it. Anyways, I'm sure they're thrilled to hear about that. But Oh, what's this car?
That is a Torino. That is a 68 Ford Torino,
Okay.
which is the first year for the Torino.
How much bigger is that than a Mustang?
It's like a big giant Mustang. There was a guy that was on the, remember how they used to have disc jockeys on the radio that actually talked and they were talking into the microphone and they play records and all that? Well, the guy that was I knew who he was because the radio station is on my paper out. Same period of time and everything. So he had a 67 Shelby GT500, and when he saw this, he goes, "It's like a big, beautiful Mustang fastback." That was his words, and I thought the Mustang was better, but this was, yeah, it was a big old fastback.
I really like the yellow decal on it. It
The
looks good.
decals.
Decals. Yeah, that's pretty. Uh-oh, something happened to Faith's dad.
Okay, what's this?
We're here
see.
for you.
Can you go back and?
I can't go back.
Okay, well,
Let's just keep going.
yeah, we'll go back. Well, we won't go back.
Mexican Spec says the view to the rear isn't as bad on this compared to the Mustang. Okay.
Well, the Mustang wasn't bad until '71. Then it was like looking through a slot. The window was enormous, but it was almost flat. So
You're not supposed to be looking out the back while you're driving anyway.
Well, you have to look out the back sometimes. You want to look out the back so you can see what happens just before you get rear-ended. I've seen that too many times.
I like my van because I can see out the back windows, but when I'm driving, I can see in the rearview mirror. I can see peripheral out the sides in the mirror. I never turn my head around, but I can see, even if it's only in a mirror, you can see better. So I apologize. You're right.
And Pit Snipes here. Good evening.
What I need is a rearview mirror. It's a screen.
Oh.
And it's got a camera sticking out the back of the car, so I can see 360 degrees out.
Well, Mexican Spec said he liked the 67 better. He says he had two 67 Eldorados. I always liked Eldorado, this body style Eldorado. The next body style after this I didn't like as much, but I did like this one a lot. But I don't know all the differences between the 60, 67, 68, 69. I'd have to figure it all out. And Hippie Long says fugly car. Does he mean this one? I don't know.
I mean, it's got a style. It's a Cadillac. Right?
Braden. Should we take that out?
Yeah.
Kim's gonna moderate it.
I'm a moderator. I don't know if I can moderate it from here. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. Oh, 5 minutes.
Yep.
You gave him 5 minutes time out for that? Okay.
Talk about cars, Braden. Tanner's here. Welcome in. Vintage Adventure.
Braden's gonna be like
He's not gonna know what to do.
Like what's
Dakota?
his name? Dakota. Gonna be Dakota's timeout. It's gonna be Braden's timeout.
Trying to get a reaction from us.
You got a reaction. Let's see.
I haven't seen anything from Tanner. Tanner, have you been putting out videos that I'm not seeing?
Probably the guy's a working guy.
I know he's real busy. I understand if he's not. I'm asking if the algorithm is hiding him or what's going on.
And he moved or was moving. He bought a house, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know. Did you take ownership of your house already? I wasn't paying that close attention. We want to see some videos about that. Moving day and the whole thing.
And Pit Snipe says, I'm having a drink.
Oh, his daughter's getting married. Congratulations.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
I have a drink, but it
depends on who they're getting married to.
No alcohol. And this, other than they put white walls on it, are way too fat. This big fat white walls were done by now. The last year for that was 1960. But Yeah, those are pretty nice cars.
What kind of car is that?
That is a Lincoln Continental.
Lincoln. Oh.
Yeah, that was about a
Okay.
6,000 or 7,000 pound beast.
Pitt says he's a good lad. He works for, is that chief or chef? I'm confused. Two words are similar. Industries.
Chief Industries.
All right.
Oh, Chief. That's probably the aircraft place. Chief, is that
Oh, so
Chief
maybe he's
Aircraft
got a
place?
good job and oh, I wish him the best then.
Finishes. The last time I put a video was January 4th. I'm about to leave to see Jamie. Oh, that's right. And I watched Jamie, what was it, last night, I guess? Or night before? I don't know what night it was. It all kind of runs together. And he said somebody from Oklahoma is coming up to pick up a car. And I go, I know who that is.
Oh man, that sounds like such a cool adventure. Going out there to pick up a car and hang out with Jamie. I hope you get to stay for a day or three. I don't know. He's male. Oh, come on. It's not that tough.
I kind of like that. Little hubcaps and wheels the same color as the car and just a car, you know.
Mexican Spec wants you to record videos on the trip. You can stop and tell us how it is going.
Well, he did that
Yeah.
on No Name Nationals. He did on the road videos, and it was pretty good stuff. I like that stuff because I spent a lot of my life on the road, and there were places I wanted to stop and couldn't, but there were a lot of places I stopped, and always had a good time doing that.
Dougster congratulates him on his new house. No. We'll congratulate him once he gets it. Don't jump the gun. But it's coming. Boy, this Hemi Plymouth Roadrunner.
Oh, it's a Hemi. I didn't see that.
That photograph, I mean, that looks like it's really done right.
Can you imagine opening up the hood in that 1968 and looking at the Hemi there?
But I mean,
There
it's
were
got
so few of them.
it's got the steel wheels of poverty caps,
Mhm.
the red lines on it. The blue is beautiful. It might even be over restored. That car, like, is there a car that you would rather have in the world? Is that not peak automotive? I mean, that's a hell of a car.
What? Went away already.
What went away?
Can you scroll back just like one thing or two things?
Pitt?
The Chief has 100 divisions, grain bins, prison equipment, a few aircraft parts. Okay, yeah, that is the same company.
Big company.
Same company. Okay.
Oh,
You can scroll back.
all right. Tanner says he's going to record it, but he hasn't done anything else recently. Thank you, Tanner.
So I'm still going through all Buddy Carfano's. He's sending a load of pictures. So oh, here's one of my favorite 68 cars. I like these. That one is, I don't really like the wheels on that one, but I do like the 68 Charger.
Well, they're a more modern change.
Ford Rule says I think he means Torino with Boss 429. You'd rather have that. Yeah, they didn't have a Boss 429 in 68, but I guess you could do it.
Did the Hemi Roadrunners not use the Hemi Scoop? I don't know. Piss Snipe says we had one of those. It was stolen. Figures.
Oh, here we go. I think this is Canadian. I can't zoom that in because it's a link.
Okay.
Buddy Carfano, like
Convertible.
round 68 taillights. Like round 68 taillights. I'm not sure what car that was that he's talking about. And then he says, I'm going to send a picture of my mom's Fairlane. It's a 69, but it's the same car as a 68. Yep.
We forgive you, yeah.
You know what? The 60.
OBS Shipyard is here. Welcome in.
He was here
Sorry.
earlier. Let's see. But that's okay. You didn't see him, so you say hi. You might have been back there putting your contact in. I don't know. The 69 Torino, or Fairlane, actually it was a Fairlane, two-door, is what the driver training car was that I learned to drive in. So this, I think, is I can't read what it says on there. I think it's it's like a 69 Chevelle, but it's not called a Chevelle. What was it called? Can you zoom that in, Kim, enough we can read what it says? Maybe we can read that.
That's as close as you can get, and then if I zoom it up, it's just going to get grainy.
It's going to get nastier.
Yeah.
I think it's a Beaumont. Yeah, I think that's what that says.
It could be. Yeah.
Mexican spec says Acadian. I think it's a Beaumont. I think the Chevelle was a Beaumont.
Okay.
Yeah, and then OBS Shipping says, of course, is that a Beaumont? Yep. Pontiac Beaumont. Yeah, they're all saying Beaumont. All the Canadians saying Beaumont. Okay. I don't know. It's OBS Shipyard in Canada.
The Beaumont answerers, they get 2 points. Mark it on your score sheet. So does Mark Sauvé for getting the right answer and typing it in. Thank you. Well, we got a great crowd of people tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Got a lot of emails, so I'm downloading. I am downloading a lot right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing Kiwi's still going. What are you guys watching on dual screens, probably? Thanks for being participations. What's Kiwi doing this
See,
week?
they all like Kiwi because he's got a cool accent. I don't sound like Kiwi.
He does have a cooler accent.
Kiwi talks with that. I'm from New Zealand, and I know my shit accent.
Kiwi has some star power. He has some what's that called? He's a very charismatic person. It's not easy being up against Kiwi, you know. But Kiwi doesn't have green screen, right? If Kiwi had a green screen and a younger, better looking host engineer person,
oh, like you,
he would be unstoppable. No, not like me. I'm older and plain. But if he had a really good looking, younger, woman managing the engineering part, he would be unstoppable. Like Hoovy and April. Gosh, they're so damn rich, charismatic. Can you imagine if they started streaming on Tuesday nights?
And then we'd have nobody.
Nobody would even.
Because they all want to look at April. They're not looking at Hoovy.
I mean, it's smart, right?
Mohawk's here. Good evening. Good to see you, Mohawk. I'm not sure what this is.
That's a car in someone's backyard. Is that Mexican Specs car?
No.
No?
This is Ford Rules sent a bunch of stuff. But he's got a list of it here.
Is that a LeSabre? Cutlass Supreme.
That is a Buick, but I don't know what. Buick. He says Buick Grand Sport, but he's got a list here, and I don't see it on the list. But that's what it is. Unknown what year, maybe 68. That
Mohawk's here. Welcome in, hon.
I said that.
Glad to have you. I know, but I wasn't paying attention.
No, you weren't paying attention. Okay, can you make it?
Mexican Specs says April's attitude is contagious. Is that good?
Can you?
I haven't watched her very much. What do you want to do? Change the size?
Yeah, make it so it's normal again. There, now I can see when they're links, I can't control the size of it.
I got you.
When it's a picture, I've got good control over everything.
We work together.
That is a 60 Pontiac. I don't know why he's sending these pictures, because I'm not sure he's sending anything from 68. Oh, maybe he did. There's a KR500 Mustang. But anyway, it's still an interesting car. I remember these things real well. I was kind of upset because Pontiac took those. Remember 59, they had these big fins on both sides. They had 4 fins on the car. 60, it's like they took the fins away.
60-ish.
But now I look at it and I go, and yeah, I like that thing. Here's one of my favorites. 72 Ford Ranchero. There's something about that front end. Looks like a jet intake. I love those things. Man.
Let's see. Inspector Bruce says, hello, I have had my fill of tacos at the Elks Lodge.
Yeah,
Nice.
taco sounds good.
Nice. I used to go when I was in Pittsburgh. I used to on Tuesday for Taco Tuesday. I'd go down to Brewers Bar, and I don't drink, but I would go there for the tacos, and just for the to see the bartender. He was a friendly person, and I
He's a
did
friendly
karaoke
person.
there. I did karaoke there on Thursdays, I think. I don't really remember, but I used to go there and help host the karaoke and have a good time and but not drinking. But it was, it was like a community hangout kind of place. It was fun. Because what else am I gonna do? Sit at home
And then
like I
Ford
do
Rose
now?
says 73 1 year only grill. Yeah, 72 was 1 year only grill on the Torino. So was 73 and 74, 5 and 6. I think we're all the same.
When I wasn't working on my van under a bridge. Oh, sometimes I really do miss Pittsburgh. I really did work on my van under a bridge. We've talked about it.
And Mexican Spec says there's a 71 Ranchero for sale here in that color combination. It's on my website, but I don't post it. I'm going to have to look at your website. I was looking at your website, I think last night, looking for that Ford Ka, and I don't think you have that on the website. But I was looking at some other cars.
Tim's been watching while he eats his late dinner.
And OBS Shipyard says Dodger Packard. What, this? This is a DeSoto.
DeSoto. Look at all those tail lights.
Then Inspector Bruce says $6 margaritas are really good. Yeah, I don't do much of that anymore.
With tacos and margaritas.
What
Does sound like a pretty good happy hour. I mean, I don't drink, but if you did, that sounds like a good happy hour. Good for you. Glad you made it back.
Man.
Hope you enjoy.
Was it
We have at least another hour of the show tonight, so you haven't.
2 nights ago, I opened up this can, big can like this, of some kind. It's beef, just meat. It was like getting near the date, on the can. It's like 10-year can. It's like, okay, I better do something with this. Open it up, and I was like, oh, this doesn't smell good. Kim, smell it. She goes, I think it smells okay.
Just needs salt.
All right, so I put it in the pan. I warmed it up. It still didn't smell good. I tasted it. It's like, yeah, I guess it tastes okay. So I took a couple of taco shells, warmed them up. Small ones, little street taco ones. And I put some of that meat in there and some, I don't know, cheese and some other things. Folded it half and ate it. It was so good. It was so good, I had to have more than one. And Kim ate several of them. So I guess it was okay. She liked that meat. She finished it. And but it's kind of funny. I made tacos out of it. It was good. Man, I like tacos.
It says that boy's begging for some rubbing cup. I agree. There's something wrong with that paint.
It's missing some.
The trim down the doors.
It's missing some trim and up on the top of the fin. And somebody put lake pipes on it, which is the old-fashioned way of putting pipes that you unscrew the cap and the exhaust comes out there instead of down the other way. It's like it has 2 routes it can take. But those things were the thing back in the day. They look kind of tiny to me now, but they were noisy, and I guess people like them.
Everybody loves a noisy car. Wait a minute.
Here it comes. Okay. So this isn't a 68 either. I know what year that is. Oh.
Don't worry about that.
That's some kind of a thing popped up. This thing is a 72 Riviera. Who knows how to tell it? Okay, somebody's going to get points here. Mexican Spec will probably jump right out with the answer. How do you tell the difference between a 71 and a 72? And a 72 and a 71 look, I mean, just glance at it.
Mexican Spec knows.
You gotta look at one detail and you can tell immediately. So, but without looking at that, yeah, Mexican Spec knew it right off. He just wanted the points. Yeah, there's little vents on the deck lid on 71 GM products, all of them. 72, they were gone. It was a 1-year thing. But that's how you tell the 71 from the 72 Rivieras. It's got some little louvers on the deck lid. JB said it too. JB knows. And Dougster knew it. Did they get any points for that?
Tanner says marker lights. I don't know. You were offering points. You have to give them.
I have to give them?
Yeah, because I really wasn't paying attention.
Why weren't you paying attention? I'm having a contest and you're in La La Land.
You were running a contest. I thought, oh, this is a good time for me to tune out because I'm doing stuff.
That's a 59 Buick. I don't know why we got all these weird years, but
I
I'll
was
look
thinking
at 'em.
about Slimo. He says he's suffering from homegrown ghost chilies and chicken last night. Oh, I can imagine. Like, whoa.
And then Mexican Spec
Why
says,
do we like the fire? I don't know.
this Buick gave me PTSD. Why is that? I remember these things. I thought they were really cool. For Christmas or birthday or something, I got one of these things that was remote control. The way remote control was then, it had a steering wheel on a box and a cable going down to the car, and you turn the switch on the car, then the electric motor makes it go, and you can take the steering wheel and you could move the wheels around like this. That's early remote control. So, but I thought it was really cool. It was a 59 Buick.
Welcome in. Wendy is here. Dawn was here earlier, so
Don was here earlier.
yeah,
I
the whole
missed that.
family's visiting. Somebody said that car looks pissed off. Hippie Long did.
I think
It
most of
did
the
kinda.
I think most of the new cars look like they're
Kind
angry.
of scowl.
JB says 59 was a pinnacle year in automotive styling. It was, what it was that was the gaudiest year there was, which is kind of interesting. Like the 59 Chevy, I really like those Buicks. They had fins and everything. Ornaments, lots of chrome. Yeah. I'm gonna have throat problems. 67 Ford, full size Ford. Looks like a 390 emblem on the side, but I'm not sure. That's a 67 Galaxy OBS. And that is a 63 Falcon. Oh, they even put the number 63 on the side.
That's pretty cool. I like that little car. Who's that? Is it just a random picture?
It's pictures. It's pictures car? That Ford.
Mr. Burlock sent us.
Yeah, Mr. Burlock.
Oh, okay.
And now we're to another picture of that car from a different angle. Yeah, Ford Rules. Ford Rules, CD Burlock. That got copied by VW, Carmen Gia, some Italian designers. I used to work with a guy in an alignment shop. He did wheel alignments, but he called it a Carmen Dia, like it had a D. Uh-oh, chat got disconnected.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but our thing down there is not there tonight. Oh, I don't know if we're still going or not. I hope we didn't have another crash.
It says our connection is excellent.
Okay, so why?
And we successfully reconnected. I don't know what happened.
Okay, there's usually a thing down there with, you weren't here. You were still getting ready. Yeah, there it is. That thing. Okay, yeah. So now I can see that we still have kilobits going out.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We just got a thing that said, chat disconnected, and then the very next line says successfully reconnected. So maybe...
I don't know what happened.
So I don't know what happened either.
It's working out.
But when I get that warning pops up, it's like, uh-oh. Oh, here we go, the 68 GT500 KR. Yeah, KR. Who knows? Okay, who knows what KR means? Kim, this is, now pay attention. Contest.
Contest? Oh, is this a points kind of question?
What does, they were GT500s and they were GT500 KRs. What did KR mean?
Custard.
I told you why I had PTSD, but you didn't read it. Oh, I missed that. Can you? Now he won't answer. Oh, he won't answer because he knows what KR is. Okay, we'll have to go back to why you had PTSD. Yeah, the chat was like scrolling by, and I'm like going 3 directions at once, so I miss. OBS Shipyard.
He's
got
looking
it.
At the pictures.
Oh, so did JB and OBS got it.
All right. Well, you both get 4 points for knowing that it's King of the Road. Good job with your Google.
I remember when those came out, I didn't know what it meant. Louis says 69. Nope, 68. 68 Mustang GT500. Nope, not a Mach 1. GT500 Shelby, which is different. The Mach 1 came out in 69. Maybe we have a picture of that somewhere. I had a 69 Mach 1 for a while. Ford Rule says $500,000 KR500. It could be. I don't know. I remember seeing those things in a dealership, and they had KR on them. I didn't know why. I didn't know what it meant.
JB said I didn't need Google. I knew it. I believe that, JB. I do. There's things we know. Trivia, as it were.
Okay, now maybe you can find, or maybe Mexican Spec can tell us again. I'm sorry, man. I'm over here looking at this screen right now instead of paying attention
All
to
right,
chat.
he's explaining the PTSD. Mexican Spec says, my buddy bought a 59 Invicta convertible. On the way home from Riverside, the left rear wheel came off the car. We almost died.
No, in a 59 Buick, everybody around you dies because it's got all these things all over the place. There's
Spikes
shards,
and
it's got
stuff.
spikes all over it. You
Great.
kill everybody around you and save you.
KR for crazy expensive. That's right.
Crazy expensive, yeah. Oh, we got more from, wait a minute, what did I do? Oh, this is from Mark Sauvé, the next one. Oh, God, look at this.
That's cool.
I had one of those, but had the small chrome on it. There was a small chrome and a big chrome. That's what I call it. Small one is just a little dip thing in the back, and it was just white.
Those wheels aren't right.
No, it's got some kind of other wheels on it.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it's a cool looking car, but the wheels just throw it off. They're not the right style. I don't know what the correct one would be, and I'm not saying it has to have factory wheels on it, but there's just something about that selection that just.
The one I had was white, had small chrome, had white wheels with the poverty hubcaps on it.
I think it needs donk wheels, great big rims with rubber bands on it. That would fix it. Pretty neat.
Well, this is Mark Sauvé, I think he said it's one of his friend's cars.
That kicks ass. What is it?
It's a 1957 Ford Ranchero,
Wow.
which was the first Ute in the U.S. We didn't call them Utes, but they had them before that in Australia, but this is the first year they did it in the U.S. Mark Sauvé, that location is where my Malibu got damaged. Oh, no. Yeah, those wheels look, I don't know. The back ones are kind of like mine. The ones you got me. Now, see, they blacked out that. You can go the other direction.
Stripe?
Well, that's a chrome, and it's got a piece of gold stuff. Oh, no, they were all black. Normally, that thing in the middle that's black on this, the strip that goes between the two chrome strips, normally that's like a textured gold-colored thing. Oh, yeah, and then Mexican Spec says, I'm not a lowrider guy. Most people here aren't. Yeah, in Mexico, that's not a thing. Yeah, there's a lot of.
I think that may be I don't know if Mexican Spec means most people in this channel or most people in his area, but I don't.
Oh, he's talked
I've
about
never
it.
had people bring up the concept of lowriders in our channel. I think that there is a place for lowriders. It's not our thing necessarily.
But it's not a thing in Mexico. It's a thing. There's a lot of Mexican population in Southern California that likes lowriders.
Yeah.
But so people assume that's Mexico, but it isn't. It's Southern California
Mexican
thing.
Specs is in Mexico. People aren't into lowriders.
It's a Southern California thing, not a Mexican thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like where I come from in Pittsburgh, lowriders are stupid. All you would do is just scrape on stuff all day long. You don't look cool. But I mean, I guess in California they have nice roads, maybe.
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
And not up where I live in the LA area. And they put hydraulics on the suspension, so the suspension's rock hard, and they make the cars dance. I had a friend that was in the military, and he goes, "Yeah, I can make my car dance."
That's neat.
But that's a thing they do, you know.
I mean, I guess if you've got the money and the time, that's a pretty cool thing, you know.
Anyway.
And I know I've seen lots of stuff that's super, super cool. I wish I could do it all in one lifetime, but I don't think I can. Man, you have to pick something and love it.
Now in this picture, he's got the same wheels all the way around. It looks better like that.
That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I don't know if there's other things that he changed on the car in this picture.
Let's see, JB says, my sis in Brisbane, Australia has a right-hand drive 1993 Bonneville. Man, can you imagine that, getting in a Bonneville? 93 Bonneville and being on the wrong side. It's like, I started off like that driving in England. We had a big old Mercedes station wagon, 4 big fat Americans in it. We're driving along. But, the weirdest thing was sitting there on the right hand. I kind of got my head wrapped around that. But the rear view mirror was up here and down here instead of being like this. So I was just, I don't know why. That messed with me, son.
Mr. Burlock says he has other content. It sounds desperate, Burlock. Did you guys put up a link to that guy? I mean, lowriders are cool. Buddy Carfana said lowriders have awesome paint jobs. They can. They'll go crazy with this. They're like clear coat this thick with all the sparkles in them and
what I do like
stripes and stuff.
What I do like about the lowriders is the detail work. They chrome everything that is not a solid panel is chromed, and just the detail work is amazing. I used to go to car shows and they'd have them jacked up and they'd have mirrors underneath them, and you look under there and every nut, every bolt, chrome, gold, everything. It's just amazing.
Whose motor is this?
Well, it's a small block Ford. I don't know whose it is. It was one that Mark Sauvé sent in.
Mark Sauvé with a small block Ford. Small block Chevy.
A good toolbox behind it. It might be the engine. That's the wrong year engine. That's why I didn't think of that. Yeah, they could very easily put that in there.
Lester the Saber says there's funny videos of lowriders jumping and braking. Yeah, I've seen some people flip them over and roll them with their hydraulics, and that's a very regrettable situation. Yep, there's the motor in the car. Man, can you imagine the amount of time it took to build that car? Now that we're working on the Del Campamino, I mean, we spent a year on your car, but it's nothing like the level of...
I remember the moon eyes.
That is.
Moon eyes. Everything. When I was a little kid, that's what all the guys had, the little moon eyes.
Really?
Yep.
How many sets of wheels has this Ranchero? All of them Mexican spec. You're right. This is yet another. This is at least the 4th different set of wheels. They're trying to dial it in. They're trying to get just the right look. And I could understand their struggle. Mark Sauvé says it didn't take long once it was painted. Yeah, but the paint's the easy part. It's everything that comes before. Burlock asked what engines came in that Ranchero. Do you know?
Yes.
In 57?
6-cylinder Fords, which is a 223. That was a base engine. I don't know if they still had the 272, which is a Y block. 292 Y blocks, which there was a 2-barrel and a 4-barrel. And there was a 312 4-barrel. And then I guess you could have gotten, I don't know if you have to look at the production numbers, but it was available, whether anybody ordered it. The 2 4-barrel 312 and the supercharged 312 that was 300 horsepower, which was a big deal back then. You saw them in Thunderbirds sometimes. I've seen them in Thunderbirds, both those engines, the dual quad and the supercharged. It's a belt-driven supercharger. And full-size Fords, I saw them, which same body as this. I saw a station wagon one time that had the supercharger in it, which is an F code on the door plate. It was available for this. How many were produced? I don't know. But most of these had 292s in them. Just almost all of them had a 292 Y block in them. So if I was going to guess, that's what I'd guess.
Mexican Spec says the right wheels are the original steel wheels with the small dog dish caps.
And that's what mine had.
With wide tires.
Oh, mine just had.
You think that would make it look the best?
Mine just had tires. It was just a car.
Kevin says the prep is the killer part of the paint job. Yeah, I mean, how long does it take to... Look at... I was watching today, Bad Chad was putting paint on Jolene's Bugatti. Now, how long have they been working on that Bugatti?
Since I've known who he was.
They spent one episode on putting the paint on. You know what I mean? All the rest is getting it ready.
Slimo, we've seen this picture before. What is it? Like a... What is the yellow car in front of it? Slimo. I've got to.
Isn't that the safari? Mexican Specto. That's
Okay, I'm
not a
not.
thing. It's a safari.
I gotta look at this.
instead,
Check out
whatever.
the new Slimobile 2009 Holden Commodore. I sold this. Okay, that's about some other pictures he has here. I
Okay.
sold the 67 Holden Ute. The wagon has quad cam 3.6. Okay, so this is a 67 Holden Ute, I guess.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Similar to the Del Campomino, but with a curved back glass. Is this his new car?
Is this 2009 Holden Commodore? Maybe. Don't know. Sure has that GM look, doesn't it? Look at the headers in there. This is a different car. This is a different car because this is not a front driver. The last one's a front driver. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a Commodore wagon, man. Yeah, we never got this good stuff up here, and it's a 3.6 quad cam.
Kevin said Jolene and Chad split up. You know,
They did?
Well, Jolene isn't doing the recording anymore. It's some other woman.
Really?
I'm sorry, and I misstated.
So it was her car, but now it's just one he's working on?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's finishing it for her. I don't know if there's bad blood in the split up. I don't know. See, I don't follow.
I haven't kept up with it yet.
I don't follow them as people. I just watch the show sometimes. So, but you know what? It does make sense. Like they changed they changed some stuff around. Huh. I wonder what happened.
And OBS Shipyard says G8 GM platform. Yeah, this is like the Pontiac G8. Man, those are getting some years on them now, and the price is starting to go up. It's like, man, I didn't snag one of those in time. Hey, Tavo's here. Good evening.
Welcome in, Tavo. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Yeah, this is one we didn't get the wagon. We only got the four-door of this, and they called it a Pontiac G8, but it was that's what it was. They're pretty nice cars.
Pendaho is here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Bread. Not gonna call the rest of that name.
Sorry, yes, Mr. You know what? Kiwi must be done because we're getting people in.
Yeah, everybody rolling in from Kiwis.
Welcome in. If you're coming from another live stream, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you remembered to click the like button on the stream that you're leaving. And we thank you for stopping in. I mean, I can barely listen to us banter on for 2 hours. So I don't blame anybody for coming in halfway through. We are definitely not done. We have plenty more to go. We might even be able to take in a couple more emails. So if you have a picture from 1968, your favorite car, your most hated car, truck, automotive adjacent thing, or if you've done something interesting this week and you want to share it with the group, send it to buffdelcampo@gmail.com.
Oh, says Kiwi kicked us out. Why? Because you're Australian?
He kicked us out.
He kicked us out. Okay, so now I've got a name here. Kim's typing, so I'm waiting till she's finished. Okay, that's where you send pictures to. Who I got a.
And look, it's a puppy, a beautiful puppy.
I've got a picture here. Somebody sent this in. Backdoor Bandit.
No.
Who is this?
Don't say that word.
Well, I know what it means, but who sent this? That's the only thing he has here.
I don't know.
Why do people do that? It's a picture. Sorry, Kim.
Just skip that for now.
Well, but I want to show the picture. Should I show the picture or not?
No.
It's a guy.
So move along.
Robbie's here. Good evening. Well, I guess I won't show that picture.
Steve Edwards said his brother sent a pic. Do you have the picture from Steve Edwards' brother?
I don't know. What's his email name?
Danny Boyd says the dog owns the station wagon. The dog doesn't look too happy about standing out in the yard looking at the station wagon.
Who is this?
He needs pets.
Kevin Smith sent a picture of, not sure who this is. Okay, I've got to start my pictures over again. I'm sorry.
Ravi is here. Welcome in, Ravi.
Okay, I'm sorry it's black for a second because I've got something here I got to try to do. There. Kevin Smith sent this in.
Oh, look at that. Merry Christmas.
So let's see. You got to tell us about this. Then I've got to continue downloading, Kim.
Did I say hello to Josh already? Boy, I'm having moments.
I don't know. I say hello to people, and then you say a hello to them like a minute later. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And then this one is
Tanner sent us a bunch of emails.
Yeah, well, I've got the next one I have here.
Other people sent more emails. Boy, we're going to be here for hours.
That's
and hours
Tanner's.
and hours.
That's Tanner's mother's car. That's the one. That's exactly like, other than the wheels, that's exactly like the car I learned to drive in. My driver training car.
Oh.
Tim.
Pretty nice.
Tim says, have to run. Working on my next two videos. My old truck and the other was a massive storm we had. 100-mile-an-hour winds.
I'm really glad to see you creating, Tim. Congratulations on that. I know that things are growing. It starts out slow, but you're doing good, Tim. Thanks for being here. Guys, check out Tim's 72 Demon YouTube channel. He's putting out content. He put out everything he had about the No Name Nationals. Now he's going to start doing stuff about his own life, which is excellent.
Oh, this is Tanner.
Oh, more cat pictures. Gotta love it.
And that's a 72 Chevrolet right there. I know what a 72 Chevy looks like.
Okay.
And more cats. He's got good cats.
Yes, he does.
And there are more Tanner pictures. I'm going to download a couple more here. Yeah, he sent a bunch of emails.
Kevin says he's sorry for showing his dorky self. No, we want to see real people.
Well, no, what? Tell us about that picture. That was two people. Who's who? It looks like an old picture. Well, because I can go back to that picture, but it's okay. Let's see. I gotta go look and see what's going on here because I got one I can't show, so it's being troublesome. Okay, so let's go back one or two. 2, 3.
JB, why would we want to know about cars that were junked? I don't want to know about it. Some have to die so that others can live. We cannot save every old car. It's either one that gets saved or it's not.
You and I were somewhere a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And it was a 63 Pontiac 4-door hardtop.
Okay.
And they were junking it. They were going to crush it. And I was looking at that. And the more I looked at it, the more I thought, it's too far gone. You know?
Yeah.
It was like no windows. There was just like all the stuff to make the windows work wasn't there. And it had been so picked over. It was like, yeah, it's probably gone, And they were going to crush it. OBS Shipyard. Did I get your picture? What's your email address? Because I don't want to read names. What's it a picture of? It's a guy sitting there or standing there? Dark-haired guy?
Kevin Smith says, that was me, Christmas of 62.
Christmas of 62. Wow. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to go forward from there now that we know what that is. That's kind of interesting.
Tavo says 2 cars have to die for each one you save. Probably more. Probably more. But that's
Tannerite. There's Tanner.
There's Tanner with his kitty cat. Vintage Adventure
A slam
Drives.
square body. Okay. OBS, I haven't gotten to it yet, apparently, because I've got a lot of pictures here. and I'm kind of going in order. Um,
Guys, keep an eye out on the Vintage Adventure Drives channel. Tanner's going to be going out to west to get a car. We did that with the door handles
what is
on.
that?
He welded up the side marker lights on
Oh, that's
his
what that
race
is.
car. That looks pretty good. It is not easy to weld thin steel. It really isn't. And that is the chevron on the back of his car. I'm not sure why we're seeing it. Oh, that's he's painted it after the welding. They cleaned up nice. Good job.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah,
it's
there we
the
go.
little things.
Oh yeah, look at how bodywork looks really good. Mohawk said he was 7 months old in December of '62. So you probably don't remember it. Yeah, there's the bodywork.
It's the guide coat sanding.
Oh, there we go. Now we know what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm. It's nearly ready. Looks good.
Oh, that's the last picture. Okay, I got
When
to
you're done,
download
you
more
can come down
pictures.
here and do some body work on our stuff.
I got more pictures to download. I'm sorry I'm being slow, but I'm getting there.
Oh, Tabo says I'm allowed to drive again. Restricted to the
Oh,
automatic and a 30-mile radius. Well, that seems prudent. Just
well,
take it
excellent.
easy.
See, are you feeling better? Who is this? Oh, people, please give me an idea of who you are, and because you send
Oh,
me a.
that we have some new people. If you're sending us an email, give us your screen name in the
Because
email
I
so
don't
we
want
know
to.
who's sending
I
what.
don't want to read your real name or address or something. Oh man, because then you might not like that.
Mark Sauvé asks why he left the mounting holes. That's a valid question. I don't know.
This was sent by who? Who sent this? Mr. I don't want to say until I know I'm supposed to say this.
That's a Plymouth GTX.
And Steve Edwards says, look for Angus email. Okay. Angus email. Angus. Oh my god. Well, here's the one from will be a shipyard. That one he wrote who he is on here. Thank you. So this one, I don't know who's sending in this 68 GTX. Mr. Bread says you're using my real name. Why not theirs? Did I?
We're trying to be
We're
respectful.
trying not to do that.
Danny Boyd says congratulations to Tavo. And he also says he just passed his vision test and renewed his driver's license last week. Excellent. Oh, look how rusty the back of that truck is.
This is the one that was sent by Obia Shipyard.
Probably runs really good.
Eileen sent those pictures.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to continue downloading. Mr. Bird says that's a square body on some other frame.
It's a Corolla frame.
It's a Corolla frame. Is that why the back wheels are so far forward? They're not in the wheel well?
Wow.
What is this?
That is a...
This is Dizzy as he says Plymouth ad 1968.
Oh, I see. Pretty cool.
Look at the hood. The bulges on the hood. Yeah, that's crazy. The JB is that on a different chassis? Yep.
Mark Sauvé, that looks like a normal amount of rust to an Eastern Canadian. I mean, I've seen trucks like that on the road. That's a good Ohio truck. Man, down here in the South, it's so different. The old vehicles, like I got here, I was had some kind of dumb shock about it, you know. Like people in the South just keep driving the vehicles until they wear the whole thing out because they don't rot away. They just wear everything out. And then they park it in a tree row somewhere, and then somebody pulls it out 10 years later, runs it into the ground again, and then parks it in a tree row. You know, it's had 3 lives. Cars up north, they just, by the time they're done with their first life, they're so rotten from the salt. They just toss them in a crusher. You don't even want to take parts off it. It's so hard to get things off. And try and you literally like you try and take a bolt off, it snaps. Even if you don't have to really fight it, it's just like snap. It's old. It's bad. It's fatigued. It's got rust. The swelling breaks bolts. Frame like arms and stuff like that, they rot in half. It's insane. Down here, you look under the car, there's like the paint's peeled off and there's not even rust. Like, what? How is there no paint and there's no holes in this frame? It's insane. I don't know. Up north, it's just a different world.
I'm looking for something here. People are asking about this car. This was a, they said a concept car. They called it the Saturn. What's it called? Thunderbird Saturn II. Can you look up the Saturn II and see if you can find a picture from
Isn't
the
that
front?
a rocket?
See if you can find a picture from the front. Because this is basically what the 70 and 71 Thunderbird was supposed to look like until Bunky Knudsen came along and made it a big old pointed front end, try to make it look like a Pontiac. Mr. Brett. Talking about dating. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. The first picture on the far. Oh, there's several pictures of it. The one that's right. Yeah, that's it. That's kind of similar, but that's not the. So it's not exactly that car. Because I saw the pictures. Yeah, that isn't really it. I saw the pictures of what the 70 and 71 Thunderbird was supposed to look like, and then they redid it in a hurry in the end and put that big old pointy beak on it. Yeah, the bunky beak. Yep. Kevin Smith, my poor 95 Oldsmobile wagon is rusted to dust after this winter, Ohio. Yeah, it gets to it, doesn't it?
Careful, Mr. Bread. You'll start dating her at 95. She'll live to be 130. And you'll get to enjoy every moment of that.
Yeah, there's a good story about that. I told it on here one night. I don't remember how I cleaned it up. It's about when I ripped the door handle off your car.
Oh, yeah, let's not repeat that. That's an in person joke.
That's an in-person joke. Yeah, I told it in No Name National. It's got a pretty good laugh. Oh.
You got to save something for real life. You can't give it all away.
Okay, so if you want to,
you've got more pictures.
I got more
Let's
pictures.
Keep it
I got more pictures. More pictures. Oh, this is a good car. I've never had one of these. This is a 68. We're back to 1968, like we started off.
It's like we tried to get here.
68 Chevy Camaro. I've never had one. I had a 67 and a 69. So if I ever get another one, I should get a 68, right? I like the 67s because they had the little wing window vents. But this would be good too. But I can't afford these. These are like crazy expensive. Mr. Britt says, I try to buy cars either from Wisconsin or Ottawa. Wisconsin? Ottawa, aren't those isn't that like the rusty stuff? Mexican Spec says, I'm sending pictures. Please wait till I send them all. Okay. I'll be looking for them. But I have a couple more to get to first. Oh, yeah. Mexican Specs are starting to show up. And Braden sent more. Oh, Braden sent a ton of pictures. Braden, are any of these 1968s? Okay, Braden sent 25 pictures. Okay, it's going to take me a few seconds to.
I don't know if we could have to show everyone.
Should I just skip some of them?
I don't know.
I know he's trying to participate. It's just there's so many. And they aren't cars, they're pictures of engines and things.
Luis is going to bed. That's okay. Thank you for being here, Luis.
Yeah, he's 2 time zones the other direction from us, the later
Mexican
direction.
Spec says he's sending some pictures and he would like us to wait until he sends them all. All right, so we're going to do a Mexican Spec section here before the end of the stream for sure. So we still have some time. I'll bet you we go another hour from now to get it through everything.
Don't be committed.
Original Buffalo, New York car. Is that a selling point? I would think no.
Buffalo, New York? Yeah, that's right along Lake Erie. I used to live right along Lake Erie. Everything's rusty. Car that's 7 or 8 years old. Got giant holes in it already.
Got giant. And somebody talked about washing them off. You think that helps. As soon as the paint gets broken, it's over. Vintage Adventure Drive says, I can't like the first-gen Camaros anymore. A buddy has one that's so cool, it's ruined every other Camaro I see. They all look so lame and underwhelming. Oh,
what is this? What is this? Where is this?
That's a danger.
You don't like the first-gen Camaro?
He just saw the one that he thought was the best ever.
You know what, though? Those first-gen Camaros, they drive so nice. They're just the right size for me. They're just nice. And the same with the first-gen Firebirds. Although, I definitely like the 67 out of them better. What is this engine? What is this? Braden, you sent me this with no notes. What is this? Okay, I know what it isn't. It's not a Pontiac. It's not a Chevy. Is it a Chevy? I don't know. What the heck is this? Somebody tell me what this is. Braden sends these Mr. Britt says, first gen Camaro is so smooth, perfect car. Man, I used to drive but the 69 was okay. It had a 307 and 3-speed. The only option on it was an AM radio. It was okay. A nice, clean car. I bought it from the original owner. My 67 was kind of rough when I got it. Had crunch in the front end. I fixed that first night I had it. Fixed the front end, fixed the fender and everything. Had it all painted. Same night, had it all painted. And then got everything working. Drove it. It was a 350. It was a 350 from 67, which is really unusual. Had a power glide and a 9-bolt rear end, or 9-bolt rear end. What did they call that? 12-bolt rear end. I get it right yet. I was thinking 9-inch Ford. A 12-bolt rear end with posi in it. So it's kind of a strange thing. But man, was that a nice car. God, you could cruise that thing at a crazy speeds all day long. Oh, it's an AMC. This is an AMC 390. It could be.
A couple of people were saying, quite a few people were saying Pontiac.
It's not a Pontiac because the thermostat housing on Pontiac's different than that. Isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah. A bunch of people says it's a Pontiac 400 or something.
Yeah, because a Pontiac has a little round gasket between the front cover and the where that thermostat is. Barracuda says, in the 67 Camaro has cheap air conditioning. Well, I don't know. I never had anything with air conditioning back then.
Mohawk says with some degree of confidence, it's just a Pontiac engine, maybe a 326. I don't know. It's trivia.
Because I know what that whole water outlet thing and there's that stupid round gasket between the front of the intake manifold and the water.
Dizzy Izzy
It
says
doesn't
it's
look like this.
aluminum 215. Oh,
No, I don't think so.
no.
I know what those look like. That's um this says it came with those chrome covers. And I don't think that sure looks like cast iron. No, the exhaust
The
manifolds
block?
don't look right. Well, maybe you could bring up a Pontiac 326 Pontiac engine, and
Okay.
I bet we'd see what it isn't. And then let's look at an AMC because now I'm curious. Because I really don't know what that is. Something about the same. Well, maybe they're right. See that one right in the middle? Could be.
This one here?
I'm trying. Oh yeah, it could be because the thermostat is straight up and down. But see, the thermostat has its own little intake manifold like thing, and then there's this goofy. No, the goofy washer thing is between the water pump and the. God, so you can get a picture where it shows the exhaust manifold. That was a part. We'll never figure that out. Um, could be a Pontiac. Yeah, right there. You can see the exhaust manifolds there. Okay.
Oh, that shows it.
Oh, maybe that is it.
Look, that looks like
Can you
a
go
wall.
back and then we can look at the head, how the exhaust ports in the head kind
Yeah.
of like a V. Back to my
Yeah,
picture.
I'm trying to figure out where my mass is.
Like find your cursor.
That's
That's it. It's a Pontiac. Okay.
Good call. That means that Mohawk gets it.
Danny Boyd says, "Yeah, it's a poncho." Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I didn't get it
Mohawk,
right.
those are definitely the heads, and he gets 4 points because it was a head scratcher. And everybody who said Pontiac gets 2 points because it was a Pontiac, but it was definitely I don't think it was a 400. I don't
Here's a early Firebird, first gen Firebird.
know. Okay.
A little closer version of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's that engine again.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same engine, but the same type
Same
of engine.
type of engine.
Barry Cuda says, both 67 Camaro cheap air conditioning. Oh, is the vent windows. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Mine did have that. Now I understand the joke. Well, that's an AMC, isn't it? Or is that a Studebaker? Oh, I think that's a Studebaker V8. I'm not sure. Really don't know.
And
Braden sent in all these pictures, and I don't know what they all are. I don't know why he sent them in. This is another mystery engine. Braden, when you send this stuff in, send in what it is, man. Oh, there's a.
oh,
You know what that is?
is it a Hemi?
That's a poly engine.
Oh, it's a Poly.
That's an early poly engine. Looking at that intake manifold, but you can see it's a. See, back then they didn't call them Hemis and Polys. They called them single shaft and two shaft Chrysler engines. And this is a single shaft. And you see how the valve's still going kind of like a Hemi where they're on opposite sides. Yeah, vintage, you're right. Those valve covers tell me Studebaker. That's what it took me a second to figure that out. See, Mr. Britt says, those vent windows 67 were for smokers. Everybody quit in 68, so nobody needed them anymore. I still like them. I kind of like those things. I was so happy to see them gone in 68 because I thought it looked so much better. But after owning the two cars, yeah, I mean, having the window down, all that buffeting air in your face, it gets real old. You open up that little vent, man, it stays nice in the car, and it's okay, and you're not getting blasted by buffeting air. Okay, hey, man, oh, so I got a
Mark
lot of
Gervais
emails.
says that Poly intake looks like a Doesn't look like it flows very well. It does look a little bit
That's
anemic.
That's an early one, like a 1955 or 56 when they first came out. The newer polys, the intake doesn't look anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a very early one. But I recognize that rocker shaft and that valve arrangement. Okay, let's see. What have I got here? There's more pictures sent in by who? Oh, that's by
Braden got
Tava.
an Expedia ad. You get 2 points for telling us about your ad. Thank you to Expedia for sponsoring the show.
What is this? Oh, this must still be Braden's pictures. Oh yeah, this is Braden's. See, that's the Esprit I like.
68.
No, but that's the Esprit I like. I don't know if you remembered that or if he's just sending in cool cars. Yeah, Danny Boyd, because it's an air gap manifold. Yeah, early air gap. And a third gen Firebird formula.
Holy moly.
So what is that, Kim?
I don't know. Is it a Boss?
It's a Boss 429 Ford.
It's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah. Corvair. That's a 1960 Corvair. Okay. Okay, now we are at Tavos sent this in.
Australian 68s?
Yeah, look at the Falcon looks like ours, except for the sun visor. The one on the left is a what is the one on the left? I'm not sure what that is. It's some kind of a Holden or something. And then the one on the bottom is a Valiant, which looks like our Dart in the front, except for the grill bars.
Yeah, the grill bars are definitely different.
Mr. Britt says it's a Boss 429, just like the engine Grandma had in her 72 LTD. She had a Boss 429 and LTD. That would be highly unusual. Having a 429 Ford would not be unusual at all, but the Boss sure would be. I've only seen one Boss 429 in a factory car, and it was a Mustang. And it's right when they first came out, and the dealer owned it. Imagine that. The dealer got it in, and they bought it. It was a white one. Man, I just read what Danny Boyd wrote way up at the top. His friend has got killed in a car. Let's see. Yeah, Ford Rule said Lotus had a 2.0 liter turbo engine. Yeah, what's really cool about that car is there's so much room back there. I think you could put any American V8 back there. Although I don't know which direction the transmission turns. Might have 5 speeds in reverse. I don't know. I really don't know. And then they did put V8s in them later, but I didn't like the later body style. Okay, Holden Kingswood. So that's what that one is. That the one up in the upper left is a Holden Kingswood. Then the Falcon that looks just like ours. And then what I look at it and I go, oh, that's a Dart. Nope. Down under it's a Valiant.
Space Cat was mentioning about the Corvairs. He said he had a buddy whose family had quite a few, even a van and a truck. We skipped over the Corvairs pretty quick.
Danny Boyd, I just don't dig those 67 Falcons. You know, neither did I, but you know, it was just now if I had one, I'd drive it. I mean, you know, they're okay.
Tabo says those were the 3 mainstream Australian family sedans. Yeah, those are just run of the mill grocery getter 4-door sedans. This is a pretty good car.
Yeah, you know, the
world needs them.
The original Falcon, the 60, 61, the 60 especially, I really like it. I just like that body style. The as they went on, I don't know, they tried to update them, make them look like newer or something. I agree. It's just not as good looking. Danny Boyd says 429, 460, or 385 series engine. That is exactly right. Wasn't there also like a 385 cubic inch? It was a truck engine or something. It was smaller than that, but it was a truck engine, I think. But I'm not sure because, you know, I was into cars and never saw one of the smaller engines. And then there was supposed to be like a 502 or something that Ford announced it was going to be in the Lincolns, and he just never did it. So any bigger ones were one done by people that did them. Okay, Mr. Brad. I don't believe that for a second. So she installed her own Boss engine.
As one does.
Let's see here. Our 67 Falcon was the US 66. Okay, and that's about what it looks like. I don't remember what our 67 looked like. It was about the same. Oh, and then Mexican Spec was asking as the round taillights. Yeah, because the later Falcons went from round to, then they went to the square or maybe rectangular, but they sure look square taillights. Oh, geez. Danny Boyd says he went
With the funny jokes.
he went where the accident was later, and there was a cassette tape unraveled high up in the trees. I can just see that. Let's see. Ford Rule says, Dan, 460 were only in Lincolns at first. 429 and T-Bird and 68 Thunderjet. Yeah, and those are the heads to have. Those are the heads, and if you ever build one of those, order that timing chain, because then the cam will be in the right place. Because after 72, the cam are 6 degrees. Other direction from, because I can't use that word on YouTube, not advanced, the other direction, anti-advanced.
Anti-advanced, yeah.
Because the other word is a slur.
It is.
We learned that the hard way.
Don't slur.
Let's see, Barracuda. I've always liked the 66.7 Australian XR Falcon over the 68 XT Falcon, and I don't know one from the other. Oh, and Ford Rule says 370 cube truck engine. Okay, I knew there was somewhere around there. Danny Boyd, was the 514 a truck also? See, there could have been one, but I didn't keep up with the truck engines other than I knew they existed. I remember Ford even said the Lincoln was going to have a 502, and then it wasn't. It was still a 460. They never did that. I think they're trying to keep up with Cadillac with a 500. Space Cat, he has a Corvair Monza with a Caddy 500 in it. There's a Tornado with a 325, I believe. See, I helped a guy. Where is this? Where is this 320? This 425 Corvair? I helped a guy do one of those, and the engine ended up getting ruined because it had electric fans with a switch, and his father used it and didn't switch the fans on and overheated the hell out of it. But it was a mid engine, Tornado drive, 425 in the back of a Corvair, first generation Corvair, and I did the cooling system on it. That thing would do wheelies. It'd pull the front wheels real easy until he put it had a 2-barrel on. He put the 4-barrel on. It wouldn't do wheelies anymore, but it went faster.
Killed all the low end.
Oh, 370 had a smaller bore, but a 429 crank. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Kevin Smith, my buddy, had like a 60 Falcon. We beat the crap out of the car. You just couldn't kill it. And I had a friend, and his sister had a 60 Falcon with a little 144 engine in it, and his father rebuilt the engine. I was a little kid, and he let us kind of,
just ignore it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he said something up ahead
I'm not going back.
That was
I'm not going back.
bad,
Keep going.
yeah.
There was one magazine that put a 500 Caddy in a Chevette, says Mark Sauvé. That is silliness.
That's silliness, yeah.
Why? The Chevette platform was not all that good.
Chevette platform was basically a little Brazilian car, wasn't it? Wasn't that whole thing something that was
I don't know, but it was built for a 4-cylinder. You put a 500 Caddy in it, it's not going to handle good. I mean, I guess it'd be a burnout car.
Mexican Spec? Can you watch the Spanish in here? If it's something that isn't good, can you get rid of it. Because I don't know what the words mean. Let's see here.
It was in a citation.
60.
Oh, the 500 caddy in a citation.
Oh God. And then it would be front drive.
No,
You
you
could-
can't make that work, can you?
Well, you probably could, but I mean, it wouldn't be very nice. It would be, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you could make that fit in there. I guess. Okay, let's see your top. 60 Falcon gave the car a very bad reputation down here. The suspension fell apart. Ford Australia upgraded the next model using compact Fairlane components. Huh. What I didn't like about the Fairlane was this is like details. The upper control arm, the spring's on the top, so there's a lot of pressure on that upper control arm. And the way you did the alignments on the Falcons and on the Mustangs and all those, you put shims in there. Well, on the Fairlanes and the what was the Mercury called? The Meteor, the upper control arm was held in with 2 bolts that went down like this. And as soon as you start to loosen those bolts to adjust where that upper control arm goes, it goes bam all the way out. And you almost can't control it. And then Snap-on made a tool, and then a bunch of other companies made a tool to kind of hold that, like a special pry bar to move that upper control arm around. But all the alignment guys hated those things. That upper control arm on the Fairlanes, the early Fairlanes and the Meteors. Josh Holmes says perhaps the Vauxhall Chevette adopted for the U.S. Not sure. Chevette was a T-body, which meant Temecula, Mexico. They were all built. Were they all built in Mexico? Temecula. There's a Temecula, California, but I don't think they had a plant there.
And Mexican Spec comes with some authority here, says no, it was a Chevette. Steve has talked about it in the magazine when he was working for them in California. There you go. It was
Mexicans,
which would make it a rear-wheel drive, and
it was a rear drive.
The Chevette had a giant. I don't know why it had such a big transmission tunnel, but it really did. So you could put something substantial under the car. Crazy. I remember taking the transmission out of a Chevette, laying in the dirt, and lowering the transmission on it, and then squirming out from under it, and digging a trench and dragging it out of there.
It's basically, for some reason, I thought it was a Citation Chevette small machine.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, let me go on. I left this picture.
The left upper looks so Fordish.
Okay.
Nope.
Mexican Spec has sent.
Mark Sauvé says it was in Hot Rod magazine.
I'm going to start downloading Mexican Spec's pictures.
All right, yeah, we'll do a Mexican Spec segment because we're already coming up on 2 hours.
He sent me a lot of pictures, so it's. I hope I can get to them all.
Well, just take a minute and do it. We'll go through. There's 68 model cars. Oh, excellent.
This one.
I think most of you by now know who Mexican Spec is. You probably subscribe to his channel. He and Mrs. Spec do multiple live streams. If you can't make it on Saturday afternoon, you can catch not a rebroadcast. It is a completely different show, but with the same slideshow, I believe, usually on Sunday night. And Mexican Spec and Mrs. Spec are an entertaining couple. And Mexican Spec's career is he seeks out classic cars in Mexico and exports them, facilitates the export to people, collectors, enthusiasts in other places. So if you were looking for a Mexican Spec car, you better be watching Mexican Spec. What are you doing? His Instagram and all that stuff. Mexican Spec will put a link to whatever he wants to link to because we're doing his segment. And he is always putting up the cars that he feels are worthy. And then if somebody shows interest, he will investigate further and see if it's a good buy for you and talk to you about he can ship them via trains, planes, automobiles, boats,
Okay,
all kinds of stuff.
so this one of Mexican
Teleportation,
Spec's cars right here, you can buy this in Mexico through Mexican
space
Spec.
rocket, drug tunnel. He's got it all. Maybe not drug tunnel.
Daniel Morrissey's here.
Nothing
Good evening.
illegal. He'll help you do it on the up and up because he doesn't want to get into
You want to
trouble
narrate
because
this
he's
one?
smart. That is a Chevelle, 68 Chevelle, and it is, what's that green called? What color is that? It looks like it has a 327 engine in it. It's a
It
four
says
door.
327, but I don't know if it is.
It's a four door. That means you can get more people in and out,
Crew
more
cab.
convenient. Who wants to be crawling around a seat? It was fun when we were kids, but this is really the deal. It's got some nice wheels on it, and we'll probably get a look at that. It's what, a
See now,
four-speed
the 68 had that
SS
dash.
model.
That's my favorite dash on the.
It's a
I
good
like
dash.
that. I like that. The
Look how
square.
nice
square
the interior.
instruments.
That looks like maybe the original interior, or that looks like the interior. It doesn't look like some of the stuff is like updated. This looks like original style interior, and carpet and everything. I wonder what the mileage on it is. Mexican Spec says it's probably a 3-speed. Okay, but the manual transmission gives you lots of control for fun. What's up with the turn signals? Is that some kind of...
Oh, somebody added turn signal. Yeah, Mexican Spec. What's going on?
Did it not have?
I assume they had turn signals originally. Maybe they were broken.
Mexican
They put that on there.
Spec might not know. So, I'm just curious. I see there's something different about these turns. Does it have a radio? Oh, it has a CD player with the space plate for security. So you have tunes.
See, it says 327 on the side.
It's got the 327 badging.
It's got the 327 inline 6-cylinder, probably a 230 cubic inch.
68 is the last year for the addition in the dash. All right. It is a heater delete.
Yeah, look where the heater goes. There's just a plate there.
Well, you could
That
put it
looks
in there
crazy.
if you really wanted,
Oh,
but in
yeah, of
Mexico,
course.
you don't really need a heater very much.
It's simple. I like simple stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
It's got the HEI ignition, which is pretty easy to maintain. It wouldn't have had HEI ignition in 68.
No, somebody put that in.
So somebody's upgraded the distributor to the HEI, which is like set it and forget it. You don't have to file your points. 6-cylinder. It might not be the fastest car, but I'll bet you it has a bunch of fun. And then it's a starting point.
Well, the other thing was
If you wanted
Chevrolet's.
to do more
Chevrolet Spec. Then look at all the room under the hood. Look how easy it is to get at everything. You could put a small block or a
if
big
it's
block,
long enough for a 6-cylinder, it's long enough for any Chevy V8.
and they'll bolt right in.
Yeah.
It's easy if you
It
want to
probably
change
bolts
that.
to that transmission bell housing.
It would.
Chevy uses the same bell housing. It's a Chevy. Look how pretty the front end of that car is, the bumper and everything. Anyways, you could talk to Mexican Spec.
Or
if you're looking
68.
for that car or a car like it
I'm not so sure I like the window tint.
on this car,
Oh,
that's
my
a little
shelves.
silly. But you know what? If you're under the Mexican sun, heater delete it. Burlock, it might have been that way from the factory. They may never have ordered any heat because it was going to be if it was in southern Mexico or something like that.
So, how many of you know the answer? In the U.S., where did you see a lot of cars with the heater delete? I know the answer. There was one state in the U.S., a lot of cars had a heater delete.
How many pictures of this vehicle are there?
There are quite a few.
We'll flip through a couple of them while we're going.
Yeah, see, in the U.S. it was a heater delete. In Mexico, it was an option that was not ordered. So standard was no.
What about defrost? Do you not need defrost in Mexico either? He says, wait for
Mark
the
Survey says
interior in this
Arizona.
one.
It was not Arizona. Buddy Carfano got it. Hawaii.
Okay,
Mexican
but-
Spec says Hawaii. It was Hawaii, because when I was in Hawaii, I ran into that right away.
All right, everybody who says Hawaii gets 2 points. So, Mexican Spec says we're going to get a thrill when we see the interior.
Something looks really different about the back of that.
I don't know, it might be the fisheye on the camera.
Camera did that, I think.
Yeah.
Look at running boards, painted the same color.
Yeah. That'd be a nice delivery vehicle. Oh, very plush. Look at the headliner and the dash and everything like that. Clearly, somebody has redone the whole interior, and you might love it, and
Oh my
you
God.
might not love it.
Look at that. The little seats on one side and big seats on the other side. It looks like almost like an aisle down the middle.
Wow. But it does look very fresh. So, for your passengers to
Excuse me.
your boudoir,
Like, yeah.
maybe this is what you're looking for. Or maybe you want to change it. You love the vehicle, but maybe
It's
you want to change it.
early bordello. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, it's done well. It's just what it is.
Right, it looks fresh and clean, but it's got a lot of character. A lot of character.
Oh, look at that. Just with the yellow and the red, it's like, that's quite a color combination.
Oh, and it's manual transmission in this as well. All right. Well, if you need something to bring people from the airport, you want to ride in comfort, cushy comfort.
She'll build a sex wagon. It's like, come on, I'll take you for a ride in my car. Girl looks in there and goes, no.
It's the Elvis one. It's the Elvis model.
Oh, Mexican Spec says
edition.
Chrysler steering wheel. I don't think so. I think that's like a steering wheel out of a later model. Oh no, he's right. That is a Chrysler. That's crazy. Chrysler steering. I didn't think it was. I thought it was a later model Chevrolet, but it isn't. It's a Chrysler. He was right. Wait a minute. I want to go
Buddy
back.
Carfana says rented by the hour and bring your own sheets.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Look at that crazy tint
And
on
the
the windshield.
shift knob, the whole thing is very.
You have this tint in the U.S. on your windshield.
Oh yeah.
You know what you're going to see?
Not legal at all.
You're going to see red and blue lights behind
Well,
you.
you won't see them because of all the tint.
No, they'll be behind
But
you.
they'll be behind you. Space Cat says it's swanky. I thank you, Mexican Spec. This was fun. I think it's fun.
I mean, if somebody wanted to buy this and peel that stuff off the windshield, it'd be
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
They might like this car.
It's mostly cosmetic stuff. And I don't know where this person's head was when they made these judgments, but Mexican Spec says tint isn't legal here either. You know, some people don't care.
But from what he says is the police don't make many traffic stops, so I don't know if they.
That's right.
They
He said
enforce
that the
it.
Mexican police don't really harass regular people too much.
No, like I have never had trouble with the police in Mexico, although I don't go out of my way to talk to them. But I've never had trouble with the police in Mexico. And the one friend I did that did have trouble with the police, I told the story last week. He deserved it. He came out of the back of a bar in the middle of the night, peed on the ground, and a cop saw him, and you know.
Mexican Spec says this is normal in Mexico. The colors are crazy here. You know, I respect the fact that here in the United States everything is gray.
Gray, silver,
Black.
dark gray, black, white. Yeah.
Not everything, but like a lot of stuff. I mean, they used to even make green cars. They don't even really make green cars now. This is like the color of our Jeep, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. This is a little more red, but in the sun,
It's very close to the Jeep color.
that rusty sparkle color is gorgeous. And this is a
It's a small block Chevy.
okay.
Hard to say what size, but kind of has that
Click back a couple. I forgot that we're doing a Mexican segment.
Mexican.
Mexican Spec segment.
Well, it's a 68 Chevelle or 68 El Camino, which is a Chevelle body.
Wow, that's a super awesome car. And it has a small block already in it.
And, I guess they did have tandem master cylinders then.
Okay, it's not overdone. It looks like it might have a heater in it.
It does have a heater in it.
There you go. Windshield wipers.
Oh, Mexican Spec says no heater hoses. Okay, it's got a heater with no heater hoses. So, you know what that means.
It might need
a heater core.
But in 68, it's probably just.
Oh, and he says it's not a Mexican truck. So it came into Mexico.
Oh, okay. But it is a classic.
Wrong steering wheel. That steering wheel's off something much newer. But
G-body.
got the original dash.
It's an automatic, or at least it
Oh,
has.
see, and it's a miles per hour. So yeah, that's probably a
Okay.
U.S. Vehicle brought into Mexico. So
Heck, even if it's 155,000, that's a lot to start with if it's not rusty and never been out, never seen salt or anything like that. It sure looks pretty good.
man,
It's a
that's
nice
clean,
seat.
isn't it?
Somebody surely has recovered that seat. It wouldn't have survived like that.
Yeah,
And recovered the dash pad. So and the door panels and everything. It looks pretty cool on the inside. A heck of a place to start with a classic. Something you want to drive.
okay.
And yeah, it's only got one brake pedal, so it's an automatic. Small block with an automatic. Probably a 350 with a 350 turbo transmission.
So Mexican spec. I know in Mexico,
This would be a good call.
when you buy a new car, somebody buys a new car, all that paperwork, the original receipts, everything follows all the way through the car's life. So what happens when somebody brings a car in from the U.S.? Does that cause any registration problems in Mexico because you don't have the history of the car? Because in the U.S. you never need the history. I was just curious about that. Here's another Mexican spec car. I assume it's a 68, is it? 68 Ford pickup. Danny Boyd might like this. Danny Boyd, look at this. A rust-free Ford pickup. Wonder what engine it has. Could it have a 300, Dan? I don't know what it has. It's got hubcaps off a 57 Ford on it. 57 Ford passenger car. Looks good on here, though. Okay, so Mexican spec says when it's legalized, that means in Mexico, the Mexican history starts from that day. Okay.
Mexican spec says this is also originally a U.S. truck. So,
man, that's a clean truck for 68. That is
the side
amazing.
markers give that away. In Mexico, I guess it wouldn't have side markers. Oh, look how pretty the interior is.
Look at the floor.
Yep, somebody's recovered the dash.
There's no. I'm trying to see the odometer. I can see the odometer, but I can't see what it reads.
Nah, zoom back out. You're getting crazy.
No, I just was seeing if I could read it.
It's got the cool horn button. Yeah, interior looks pretty
Man,
good.
look at that.
Somebody's cleaned it up a lot. It ain't perfect, but it's at that age, you're not going to find perfect unless your wallet is very deep. It looked like a 3-speed in it.
There's no pictures under the hood.
It's got a nice set of wheels on it. No pictures under the hood. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, if you're curious, if you're looking for something like that, talk to Mexican Spec. It could be a V8 because it's not a Mexican truck.
Man, as clean as it was, as clean as that is, I wouldn't even care what engine it has. It doesn't matter.
That's it, man. You can put whatever you like in it.
Well, and just use whatever's there. I mean, it's
it is
a pretty nice thing.
I like that color. It's very pretty.
Well,
And it looks like it's got fresher, like newer paint on it. With the shine like that.
And you know what you never hear in Mexican cars?
Look how straight it looks.
You never hear like, oh, it just needs floors. Because none of them need floors in Mexico. It's just like Southern Arizona. There's no rust, It's just a
Mexican
good thing.
Spec says we're lucky to get interior pictures. Yeah, I mean, Mexican Spec cannot go and inspect every car that he lists or offers. Before he actually sells it, he's going to go and inspect it. But these are all over Mexico, which, if you didn't know, is a big place.
Mr. Bread says something here. The nice thing about those trucks is no modern stuff to break. Built better than today's junk. I don't know if they're built better, but they certainly doesn't have all the extra crap that you don't need.
They valued simplicity.
And that is why when my Mazda got wrecked, I wanted to go. Yeah, because I had a Mazda 6. It had all the stuff. And I went out and found a 78, actually JB in here found it for us, the 78 Mercury, 6-cylinder Mercury Zephyr, because it was simple. And we had stuff that we had to fix, and I'm glad it wasn't complicated, because like getting the head off that engine wasn't a big deal. The heater core is kind of a pain in the ass, but compared to today's car, no, It wasn't, you know. Simplicity is just such a good thing. Braden says, just know I sent some stuff in. It's really not on topic, but if you show it, you will show it. If not, not a big deal. Okay, I was going to download yours. I saw a huge number of pictures and they were all off topic. If I get to some on my will, I probably won't show all of them. But yep, I understand. What I'm really looking forward to, Braden, is if you get a vehicle, I'm looking forward to seeing what you get, what your pictures of your car or truck, whatever it is you get. But I know you got a little time before you get to that point. Or you can show pictures of ones that you want. I don't know.
Uh-oh, Kim complicated it enough? What did I do?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Look at the body of this
Oh,
Valiant. Let's change this up
very-
before I make it any worse.
Barry Cuda says, I was a window tinter in Melbourne, Australia. Wow. Yeah, and Mr. Bread says something here that I understand what it means because there was when I lived in Central California, there was a 280Z running around and the license plate number was, now California okayed this because they didn't know what it meant. Huevos, which means eggs. But it's slang. So I understood what he said there. Spread says Fox body kind of harder to work on than the Ford truck. Yep. You're exactly right. It's kind of tight down there under the dash, to say the least. But it's a simple car. And Mexican Spec says he's serious about coming to you, Buff, to get a truck. Why doesn't he go to you to get a truck?
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe
it would
doesn't
be
want to go to Mexico.
much drier. Well, he'd ship it here. Much drier and much better truck. I don't know what that. What was the one we just looked at that was so nice? That Ford truck. I don't know what that's worth. I don't know. It might be out of his price range. What a nice vehicle that is, And this, Kim, we should get
Good
this.
night, Mark. Thanks for being
Mark's
here. Good
taking
luck
off.
with the fans. If you have success, maybe you can do his.
Oh, my fan on my laptop
He needs a new computer.
It sounds like a coffee grinder. Oh yeah, and sometimes it gets louder. Then it stops and it really frightens me, and then it starts going again. And then just says the Valiant is nice shape, wrong year. I don't know what's wrong with this year.
Mexican Spec says he thinks he needs a 4x4. Oh, 4x4.
Oh yeah, he would because he's up there in the.
Well, then his price range makes more sense because.
Yeah, because Mexican Spec isn't going to have 4x4s.
Yeah, 4x4s are more expensive.
Look, this is a pretty nice Valiant though. It's a 2-door with the long doors.
Sure photographs well. It's got the silver top on it.
We could make a 2-door wagon out of this, Ken.
Oh, Braden needs to haul a gooseneck enclosed trailer for his race sled. Oh, so you
need an industrial vehicle.
Like a 2500 or something like that.
Look at how clean this Valiant is. Kim, look at this.
That is a pretty car.
And
automatic transmission.
I would say that's a heater, no heater, because isn't that where the heater control?
Air conditioning under the dash. See how it's got the vents under the dash?
Oh, it does. So up there in the top where that Valiant logo is, isn't that where the heater controls normally are?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, but it's so clean.
Somebody's customized it.
It's so clean.
That's like an aftermarket deal,
Oh, look at this.
I don't see. Do you see an air conditioning? Yeah. It's got air conditioning. It's a slant 6. Pretty nice. It's a 68. It's got the ignition box upgrade, so no points to deal with.
Has the correct side marker lights even. Is this a Mexican car?
He didn't. I don't remember.
Or is this an American car? Could be. I think it could be either. I mean, that's a nice looking car. I wouldn't mind. Look at the roof line. Something's different there. It's not the roof line, but that piece of trim. Yeah, that's not American. That's a
beautiful
Mexican.
car. That'd be a lot of fun to own. A lot of fun to own, and probably reasonable. But somebody's gonna want Not going to want to give it
Very
away.
good. It says, darkest tint they had. And driving home that night, I pulled over and tore the tint off the back window just because I couldn't see enough. You know, when I got that, the Mercury Zephyr, the tint was so dark I couldn't see out of it. In the daytime, I could barely see vehicles behind me.
Yeah,
It was
it's dumb.
almost black, so we had to tear that off there. And then Mexican Spec reminds me of something. Two-door hardtop. You tell me if it's Mexican. I didn't even notice it was a hardtop. It is. There's no pillar. That's a Mexican car because they in the U.S. they were all sedans. They all had pillars.
That's
So
a
this is a
really pretty car.
hardtop.
And you could
Man, I like that
you could
car.
really have a lot of fun with the Slant 6 for like a decade, and then you could drop
Well,
any motor Mopar ever made in that car,
and
probably.
imagine what that looks like with the windows all cranked down. That's just open there because it's a hardtop.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That's a hardtop. Mr. Britt says I'd put a Duster front clip on that car. Why, a Duster's the same.
Maybe.
The same front end. The only thing you'd need is a hood and a grill. I mean, unless you want the pointy nose Duster.
That's a super pretty car. I don't know
I
if
wouldn't
that's like
mess with that.
top of everybody's list for like this is what I want, but I think that's a gorgeous car.
The only grill I like really better than the stock ones are the ones that they were stock, but there's so few of them. What was the one called? It's got the vertical bars. They called it I can't remember what they called that grill. I wanted one for mine.
Do there any
And
more
I-
pictures of this one?
No, I'm getting to it, but I wanted one of those grills for mine. Somebody will know what they call those, but they're like $500 for a used one. I'm like, nah, I don't want it that badly.
Real pretty car.
Shark Tooth, that's it. Mexican Spec knew. Of course, he knows
All right, you get
everything
2
about cars.
points. Mexican
But
spec.
Shark Tooth grills, yeah, good luck finding one. I think they look great, but good luck finding one for a reasonable price.
Well, that was another one. Talk to Mexican Spec about that car, because it is. You're looking for something really nice.
I really like that Valiant.
The Mexican body, and somebody's put a lot of time in that car. They did all the upgrades, and it's. I mean, obviously, I can't. I can only speculate that if they put that much energy into the body and everything like that, that the motor runs good and transmission, all that type
But a
of
car
stuff.
found just drop a 383 in it. I mean, you
fit
could
right
buy
in.
those with 383s in the U.S. I had a teacher. God, which teacher was that?
I think 67 they widened the front suspension on those cars, so like mine, the 66 is a little narrower, but by 68, yeah.
I was
put a
gonna
big block in
say
it.
I had a teacher in '67 bought one of these with a 383, but it wasn't. It was a '67 Dodge Dart with a 383.
Let's see. Lester LeSabre asked, "Are the turn signals at the bottom of the headlights?" It looked like there were turn signals under the headlights, and that maybe that was the reflection of the.
Where are they? Oh yeah, they're right under the headlights. See where they are under there?
Yeah, I think they're below the grill.
Yep, below
It's
the
a little
grill.
hard to tell.
Yep. I like that car a lot. And here we have a little Datsun. Mexican Spec calls a '68 Datsun Bluebird, which is, I guess, what they called them there. I don't remember what they called them here. 1600 maybe? 1300?
Oh,
I don't
Mexican
remember.
Spec says that they are also in the headlights. It's like an upgrade option, but that
Oh.
they could go away. That's cool. Take it how you like it. You know, someone made it their own. Someone cared about that car, clearly. Probably still do, but it could also be yours for the right price.
I remember these things in the U.S., but they had different taillights. And the front end, I don't remember what. And I think they called them what was this called in the U.S., Mexican Spec? He says the 411 is what they are. Yeah, but I never remember seeing that. Yeah, they called them a Bluebird there, and apparently like Tahoe says, down under they did.
They've done well. They've got the corner shots, so you can get a look all the way around the car. It's got red vinyl interior. The back seat has been recovered. It's got some 6x9s.
And then
No rear pics of the Valiant. No,
apparently not.
you don't always get. Mexican Spec doesn't get
He
to
doesn't.
be the one to take the
He doesn't take the
pictures.
pics. People send him pictures of the cars that he can go get, and then they, some people know how to take pictures of cars for sale, and some people don't. Some people won't take pictures of the interiors, or they turn the pictures every cattywampus different directions because they think that looks cool or something. And then you see people that never take pictures under the hood, and you kind of get what you get.
Mexican Spec does his best to get you a window into the possibilities. And if somebody wanted more, if somebody was serious about a specific car, he can contact the seller and potentially get more information before you commit to buy. But obviously, he can't pester a thousand sellers. He has a huge library of cars that are potentially available. They're for sale, but that doesn't mean he knows everything about every car.
Okay, I got to start downloading more.
I'm sure it came from the same molds. The 510?
Yeah, the 510 came after that. The 510 was
Some sellers are hard to deal with. Well, of course, it's like
the
real
510.
life.
510
Real
came
life.
out in 1968, and that was such a nice car when it came out, and I just really liked them.
Danny Boyd wants a horn that plays La Cucaracha. Yeah, you could get that from J.C. Whitney. Do they sell that in the Summit Racing catalog?
I think J.C. Whitney. You can look that up online, and it goes to a site, but I don't think it's called that. Is Lester still here?
Oh, it looks like chrome's coming off the front bumper.
I'm asking if Lester's still here because this is a LeSabre. Yeah, they take pictures at night. I love it when I'm looking for a car and I look on Marketplace. It'll be a picture of a car, a whole bunch of pictures of a car, and they're all taken like at in a garage with like one light bulb
in
up
the
above
dark,
the
in
car,
the rain.
and it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Or the inside, and there's all like old cups and McDonald wrappers and kids' crumbs and stuff all over. Vacuum it out, man. You think you can sell that? Oh, Lester LeSabre says he is here. Okay, so here's a LeSabre. Here's a LeSabre for Lester LeSabre. You know the drill. Get it from Mexico. He already got one car from Mexico. See, here's a guy that's dealt with Mexican Spec and understands that he'll take care of you. Let's see here. It's another.
Kevin Smith says Western Auto had all the cool horns. Well, the back bumper looks pretty. It's a nice looking car.
Is that a big 4-door hardtop? I think it is. It's a 4-door hardtop. There's no pillar, so if you roll the windows down, that's a big open space there. That looks really good.
What year is that? 68.
68. Mexican Spec is sending us pictures of all his 68 cars that are available.
Oh, look how pretty.
That's a
I
pretty
wonder
nice
what
car.
the motor looks like. Or the interior. It's just exterior.
That's all he took.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, there's another 68 Buick coming up that I'm downloading right now from Mexican Spec, but it's not a LeSabre, it's an Electra. See, a LeSabre.
Ah, mouse! The mouse! I saw a mouse! Ah, it ran in here. It got spooked. It ran, and it was this big. Giant mouse in my house.
Okay.
It ran into our studio in the middle of the show.
Okay, so
Why was it running? What is happening?
because this big old person started yelling at it. It never saw you
It
before.
ran in here. What was it doing?
Okay, I'm about to say something, and we got off onto a mouse. This is a Buick LeSabre, which is the mid-size car. And this is an Electra, which is the full-size car. Oh, man.
I know the difference between a mouse and a rat, but it was a big mouse. I saw it. Is there a big mouse in the house?
This is a mouse.
No. Well, it wasn't as big as that mouse. It was still small. But it was bigger than the no mouse that I was preferring. and expecting, and it came running in here. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I was like, what's that? It looked right at me. It was like, uh-oh, she saw me. Turned around and ran because I started
I've
yelling.
never seen such a big animal.
Oops.
Okay.
What are you trying to say?
You were narrating Mexican Specs cars, and all of a sudden you're narrating.
All of a sudden, a mouse attacked.
It
nearly attacked me.
Okay, so you did this one okay, I think.
Okay.
Then a mouse came, and then we went on to this car.
Well, all right.
Okay, so this is Buick. What did I say it was? Electra? It's an Electra.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Britt says, unnecessarily large. You know, they made these too. They were really extended. I think I've seen one of these as a limo. Not a very common car, but this is a two-door. This is a big-ass two-door. Lester Saber says, you must be feeding the mouse too well.
There's plenty of junk food to eat around here. I know there's mice in the house.
The mice, we haven't had a mouse in this house for quite a while that I know of.
I don't bother to pester you about it.
I used to see him there was one in my room for a while, and he's gone now.
That mouse was on my bed while I was trying to sleep
And
a couple weeks
Ford Rule says, is there a two-door Electra? Right here.
Kevin says, just don't eat the black rice. I find black rice. I know there's mice. Those wheels look good on that car.
That's all stock stuff. But there was no interior pictures either.
No, this was the hell of a nice car. What
Buddy Carafano wants to know if it was a Mickey or a Minnie Mouse.
Oh.
You didn't.
I didn't get a chance to check in its pants.
You didn't check.
It's probably a girl mouse.
It had pants. And here's one that Buddy Carafano sent in.
Are we done with the Mexican Specs?
I think so.
Okay. Thank you. That concludes the Mexican Specs segment of this show. If you want to see more cars
take this
from the Mexican Spec catalog.
See, it had 4 portholes. They used to laugh back in the 50s. I remember there were 3-holers and 4-holers, which was actually, you know why they said that? Because that's how outhouses were. There were 1-holers, 2-holers, 3-holers, so you could sit next to each other in the outhouse. And they called this a 4-holer. And some Buicks were 3-holers.
Land barge. That's right. Buy that for poverty tour. You can have it in time if you buy now. I had something I was supposed to say, but now I lost it. I was finishing the Mexican Spec segment before we move on.
This would be such a nice, cruise down the highway, just sit there with 2 fingers on the steering wheel, just kind of guiding it along. Man, this would be a nice car. Mr. Britt, you got cars? He says he doesn't have anything to sell. Well, Mexican Spec, we do support him because he supports us. He's a mod in here, and he's a good guy, and he has sold some cars in the U.S., and he takes care of his customers, and we like that. Because a lot of, you buy a used car from a dealer in the U.S., you think they're going to make sure it's all perfect for you. All they want to do is get it off the lot and tell you why they can't really, the warranty really isn't any good. Mexican Spec, what he does is he makes sure the car is good before he ships it.
Oh, I was going to remind them that Mexican Spec has his lives on Saturday afternoon and Sunday night, that he'll show bunches of Mexican cars and talk about them. You can live chat about more Mexican Spec stuff on Saturday and Sunday. And we thank Mexican Spec for being here as a moderator. He's been helping us out since the first live stream. He has been here. He's a trooper. So thank you, Mexican Spec. And we appreciate you sending us in pictures.
So I'm selectively downloading some of Braden's because he sent a lot of pictures in, but he's got a lot of trucks here, so I'm going to...
Mexican Spec says that his client is picking up that the green Ram Charger tomorrow in Florida.
Oh, that's going to be
The deal is almost done. Boy, I hope they took care of it in shipping with the brand new paint and everything. And Mexican Spec says we'll be live probably Thursday afternoon. Okay, great.
Thursday afternoon. Okay, and then we'll be on Thursday night.
What's he doing Thursday afternoon? Is he going to get something? Anyways, look for Mexican Spec on Thursday afternoon because he might be live for that too.
Braden sent this in. This is interesting.
That's a blurry picture.
It's like a 53 Chevy. Could be a 54. Details are missing, so I can't tell which year it is. I think it's a 53.
Move along. Spec can pop up at any time. So can we. Sometimes we do a Monday stream. It's crazy.
He sent that in. Didn't we go to a car show around here and they had something like this?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Pretty cool. 1950s.
Classic trucks through 50s. They show a really nice 56 Ford there and a Morris Minor truck. That was like a joke when I was a kid, but now I guess people would like them. Oh, yeah. Space Cat says panel delivery. Yep.
Mrs. Spec has vacation days. Well, all right. Enjoy them.
Look at this.
This is AI. This isn't real.
Is that real?
No.
Or is that an AI thing? That's a Chevy pickup or GMC pickup with like Pontiac like front end on it. I think it looks cool, but it could be
no, that's not real.
It's not real.
No.
And then this, I can see what happened here. That's a 59 Pontiac. That's either somebody AI'd it or
it is. You know why? Because the tracks, there's no tracks under the tires in the snow. It's fake.
It could be, but it's a 59 El Camino from the top.
Oh.
Yeah, Braden likes AI. Yeah, that's definitely AI. Somebody decided they like Pontiacs. That's a Ford truck. I remember seeing those things many years ago. Mexican Spec says maybe the tracks blew away. Yeah, it could have been blowing snow.
Something blows.
Here's something you'd like.
There's a picture just like my
There's two things there.
Bronco 2.
There's your Bronco 2,
Ford
and
Ranger,
and there's the back end, and that's what we
Ford
pulled that's what we pulled parts off of to make the
Bronco 2.
The back of the Del Camino.
It's not a 67 Pontiac Grand Prix grill. That's like an 80s or 90s Pontiac Grand Prix grill.
So anyway, he sent those. And then he's got more here. Let's see what else he sent.
Better get better, Braden.
Oh, it's just a whole page of motorcycles. Okay, I'm not going to show motorcycles. It's like
dirt bikes.
It's like 25 dirt bikes.
He said we don't have to show us pictures.
So I'm not going to show those.
Some pictures.
I'm not going to show those.
Thank you for trying, Braden.
And then there was something back here. Oh, there was another one that I missed that Mexican Spec sent in. Oh, I am so sorry.
All right, we got one more bonus spec.
A bonus spec. I scrolled back and there it was.
Oh, the truck had a 67 Grand Prix grill. Go back and look at it. I'm not going back.
I don't want to go back and look at that. Yeah,
no, that was shameful. We deal in reality here.
If somebody really did something like that, yeah, I'd like to see.
Yeah, then we'd show it. Almost like a Sunbird front end, or
it did look like a Sunbird, but it was not.
Oh no, but there was two different trucks.
But it was not big enough. A Sunbird front end would have to be much bigger to fit the truck. It's just that wouldn't work, you know.
Yeah, someone just stretched it to fit in a.
Okay, Mexican Spec sent this one in as well.
It's an early one.
It's an earlier one. Yep. It's got turn signals up above like they were in the U.S. It's got. I remember those little things behind the trunk handle. That little chrome gizmo there, that was like an option that you could buy from J.C. Whitney or something.
Very nice little bug. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican taillights there. I thought there were 3 colors. Maybe they have red bulbs in there. And turn signals, I think in Mexico have to be amber, but I'm not sure. When did they start that?
Mexican Spec says this is a 68 Beetle. Well, we're doing 68.
We're doing
Can you
68.
send all
He
68
sent all
stuff?
68 stuff, which is pretty cool.
Oh, look how
That's
nice the
Nice
interior
and clean.
looks. Wow. There you go. What a nice start to like a project.
Yeah, you can just drive it the way it is.
How nostalgic. Yeah, well,
You know what project this would be?
they're never done.
Keep it washed and waxed.
Right. An old car like this is never done, but wow. Like starting as a starting point for something to enjoy, get in and drive, and so pretty, show it off, take it to a car show.
Okay, that's the end, but I'm gonna go back.
Mexican Spec says it has earlier parts on it. It came that way. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's how they. Yeah, when I said earlier parts, it was like, yeah, that's how they were. On 63, I see on that one, you can barely see it behind the steering wheel. There's a gas gauge. That was something that came out in 63. Prior to 63, the Beatles had, uh, they had two pickup points in the gas tank. So when it ran out of gas, you'd pull the thing and it would have a reserve. So that's how you knew to go get gas.
They did that on motorcycles.
When you go to the reserve. Volkswagens were like that all the way up till 63.
Space Cat and says I love old bugs, old bugs, and the VWs generally. I am very nostalgic for the appearance. I had such terrible luck with northern ones that were rotted out, but they are cool to look at. And Mohawk says very nice bug.
Okay, next week.
Oh, it's the 67.
Yeah, 67
small
parts.
rear
See, and I
lights.
didn't notice that.
I see.
See, I remember friends of ours, I was a kid, bought a 63 Volkswagen Beetle. And they were showing it to us. And it's like, man, it's a 63. See, it's got a gas gauge. It's not like the old ones where you have to, because up to then you always had to reserve fuel. But it had a gas gauge, and they were real happy about that. Did people add on electric heaters as Ford rules? Mexican Spec says not there yet because it's pretty warm down there. Okay, next week. I want to do ugly cars. Did we do ugly cars before? I don't know. But, there's people that say like the Edsel is ugly, or the cars I don't really agree are, but I want to see what people say. Like the Gremlins. There's people that think the Gremlin was ugly. But I think there's some cars out there that really got hit with the ugly stick, and they didn't sell very well. And I kind of want to do that. So we could have that theme, but once again, of course, send in all your stuff that you want to send in. And Mexican Spec, I don't expect you to send in pictures of your ugly cars, because I don't think you have any ugly cars.
Or he could.
These Dodge Challengers, ugly cars, right? I didn't think, I always liked it. When the Challenger came out in 1970, I thought that was a beautiful car. You see, Buddy Carafano says we did ugly cars before.
That's okay.
I still want to do, I kind of want to do the ugly production cars. I remember doing some ugly cars on here that weren't production cars. They were some weird stuff. I don't know. Let's see, Mexican Spec. If somebody sends you a 63 full-size Plymouth, they will be banned. What?
Mexican Spec's gonna ban him. Don't troll Mexican Spec. He means it.
There were no 63 full-size Plymouths.
Josh Hillman, I didn't say that Edsels are ugly. Just some people think they are ugly.
They were 63 Plymouths were B bodies. 62 Plymouth was the first B body, along with 62 Dodge Dart. The Dodge Dart was a full-size car till 62 when it was a B body. In 63, the Dodge Dart became the A body. Kind of weird. In 3 years, it got smaller. So, but I don't think Plymouth had a true full-size car in 63. So they sold their B body as a full-size car, which I liked. Edsels were not ugly.
Mexican Spec says the Fury was the largest car you could get, so it was considered full-sized.
Well, yeah, they sold it as a full-size car, but it was a B body. So, yeah, I mean, man.
JB says he
It says
dailies a Pontiac
it was the largest car you could get, so it was full-size. Yeah, well, you know what happened? That's how the Dodge, they did the same thing with Dodge, with the Dart in 62. In 63, it was called the Dodge. What they call a Dodge? I guess it was a Polara in 63, but it was a B body. And that's why they came out with the Dodge 880s. So they actually had a full size car, and it was on the Chrysler chassis.
Daniel Morrissey says they say the Edsel was a $250 million bet. Only $250 million?
Well, 200,
That's hardly nothing.
250 million in 1958 was a bunch of money.
Isn't it anymore? There you go. It was worth a try.
Used to be a millionaire was a very rare individual. Now there's
Everybody has millions of dollars now.
almost anybody in California that buys a house is a millionaire by the time their house is paid off, which is ridiculous. But I mean, that's how it is. I mean, where I grew up, San Luis Obispo, I don't think you can buy a house for $1 million there. The little tract house my parents bought in 1955, they paid $9,999, just dollar under $10,000 for that place. It's like $1.2 million now. That house, that old house, is just crazy. Just crazy what's happened there. And that's why California is such a large economy. Because of high property costs and high taxes.
Inflation.
So I don't know. What's anybody think? Ugly cars? Or do they want to do something else? I don't know. Bordeaux says,
think
what
we've
year
already
was the
picked it.
New York?
You said on
Yeah,
last
that's what I
live
said.
that
I said that on the
we're not
last live.
changing it.
Up on what happened was I was watching somebody else do ugly cars, and I think he mostly messed up. And it was a little channel, and I think we should do that. Okay, so Kevin's saying good night. So I guess that's time to shut down. The mods start
Kevin's
leaving.
going good night.
Yeah, that's what I said. Who did I
think
say?
we've been at it 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's fair. We put in our time. Our requisite 2 hours time slot has run over by 40 minutes, and we had fun.
Yeah, we did. So
Thank you to everybody who sent pictures and commented, or
Yeah.
just people who watched, because it's cool.
And before
Have
we leave,
community.
quickly, Mexican Spec, can you put up a link to your
Channel?
two? Yeah, the
I
channel.
think you put up links earlier. You're
But-
allowed to put up links.
But
please.
also, but we just did all this Mexican Spec stuff.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite one is his
Instagram?
Instagram,
Yeah.
because you can just scroll through there and pick out the cars you want. It's a pretty nice thing. And he has detailed pictures and everything. And Dr. Go just showed up.
Welcome in.
No, you didn't miss the live, but you're only going to be here for about a minute or two.
We're looking forward to seeing more from
Oh,
Dr. Go
and
this
there's-
summer.
And there's Mexican Spec's actual website, which I don't look at very often. Ford Rules. It's on a high hill in California. It's on a high
Okay.
hill in California.
There's a trailer park overlooking the
I'm
beach for
not sure what
1 million
that
and
is.
up on a high
Okay,
hill in
and there's
California.
his Instagram. Okay, so if you want to look at some Mexican cars that you might want to buy, that's where they are. Take care, everybody. Have a good
It's
night.
time to be done. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you on
Are you going to give points?
Thursday.
You're going to give points to people that stayed here.
Right, you made it to the end. You get an additional 3 points. Keep your tally. Thanks, everybody, for being here. If we missed your comment, we're not able to talk about the topic you want to talk about, I'm sorry. But we will be back on Thursday from the shop. We've made some progress on the Del Campamino, so we'll have some things to show you.
Dr. Go. Oh, he is posting. He hasn't posted yet.
Okay. Well, look
We'll be
forward
looking
to
at
that, Dr. Go. Swap meet photos from last weekend. I think he was at a pretty big place. Was it Indy or something like that? One of
Could
those
have been.
spring swap meets. So there'll be lots of cool footage from there. So check him out. And we'll see you all on Thursday.